So, hello guys. Sorry, am I peaking? I think it's peaking. Let's just turn this down a bit. There we go. I'm not quite ready yet. I've got a couple of things on my desk that I need to move out the way. So if you give me a second, I'll be ready. So bear with me. Sorry about that. I had some stuff all over my desk and I wanted a little bit of room. I This is one of those late night, a little bit pissed streams, unfortunately. I've drunk too much whiskey, really, to do the stream. However, I'm here and we're going to be looking at the ADS 1115, which is an analog to digital converter, which you can use on the Raspberry Pi if you want to. So I've loaded up Raspberry Pi. This is the audio cube. So we wanted to have the light dependent resistors, these bad boys here. There's 4 of them to be on the sides of the cube, and there are only 4 channels on the ADS 1111111117. Not 7. That's the other one that I was talking about before. The ADS 11115. So I thought it would be a good idea to just get some values from this thing. I haven't actually tried this yet, so it'll be my first time doing it, and hopefully it will work out okay. Who knows? I'm going to be following the Adafruit tutorial for this, so it should work. I mean, I can't see why it wouldn't. So let's give it a go. So in fact, I can delete the hello, I'll just be a second thing. First thing it tells me I need to do is sudo apt-get update, but I'm not going to bother with that. I'm just going to install the library that we need. This isn't one of the things where I'm going to be teaching you anything. I'm literally going to be going for a tutorial. So sorry if you came here for some enhanced knowledge. I rarely give that, if ever. So let me get started here. I should probably bring up the chat and see what people are saying. Right, so we're going to start off with sudo apt-get. I'm using a terrible keyboard. It's not my normal key, but I've got two on my desk at the moment, which is why I had to move things around so that I could. I've got a little USB. What are those things called? You know, where you plug loads of USB hub, a USB hub connected to the Pi A Plus or whatever it is. And it's got the Wi-Fi module and a keyboard and a mouse plugged in. Please fix the sound. What's the problem with the sound? One channel only again. Oh crap, hang on a minute. Okay, I'm going to go offline for a second and then we'll come back. Right, should now be in stereo. My microphone only picks up mono signals, so essentially you are getting a mono on the left or the right channel, whichever one it favors. Probably the left, the way it normally goes. So you will get a stereo signal now because still only left channel. Ah, come on now. Audio mono. It says mono. Oh. Okay. Give me a second. Right, that is the best you can get. I can't make it do anything else, unfortunately. So if it's not stereo now, then it's never going to be. So, is it stereo? Okay, good. I'm going to go with sudo apt-get, and we're going to keep going. Install build dash essentials Python dash dev. Oh, that's not a dash. Dash dev Python dash SM bus. SM bus? Yeah, it does say that. Python dash pip. And hopefully that does something. Yes, it does. Excellent. So I have had a few drinks tonight, so I apologize if I either slur my words or get something wrong. It's not my fault. I blame President Trump. Okay, so we're done. So we want to do pip install Adafruit dash ADS1X15 because there are two different versions of this. That's a 6. There's an ADS1015 and an ADS1115. Whoa, what's the red text all about? I can't actually see that very well. It says permission denied. Hang on a minute, I'm going to have to look at the stream because my thing does not show me that. So it says exception. It could not do what? Oh, the requirements are already satisfied. No, hang on, I don't really understand. Sudo. Always sudo. Right, numlock. So, oh. Thank you very much, Ashley. And Eric, super chat. What the devil? I don't even know how that works. I just said yes to it. Well, thank you very. I don't know if it means you've donated. I don't know how that works, but thank you very much. Sudo, says Simon Foster. Thank you. I appreciate everyone telling me. All right, so I'm literally just going to be running by the examples here because I don't think I've got the wherewithal right now to go with anything else. This is the same Raspberry Pi that we had the radio examples working on. You can get rid of sudo if you type sudo s. So what does that make me? A super user. I'm going to do it now. Sudo -s. Okay, I don't like that. I don't. I like the coloured bit. How do I get that back? Okay, well we'll leave it now because I've done it. Thanks, Robert. You've ruined it. So now we want to go to the Adafruit examples, I think. So where did I just install that to? User local, I think. So if I cd, not sd, cd, tilde, that's what that one's called, Adafruit _python _ ads 11 ads 1x115 / examples. That's not example, examples. That doesn't exist. Why not? Adafruit _ oh, because I spelled Python wrong. That would be why. And let's just correct that. No. It's because I wrote 114. No one going to correct me on that thing. Okay. Oh no, I see. Look, this is basically why I shouldn't be doing any streams while a little bit tipsy. ADS 115 examples. Let's just go for that. I don't know why I can't find it. Why isn't it in there? Oh, I see. Okay, let's exit that. Need more drinks? I don't think I do. Let's just ls again. Let's see what we've got. So I don't see where it's installed. It should have installed to root, to the root of the drive. Well, I just exited and LS'd again, so I don't see anything. Well, okay, well, CD tilde. I mean, it's not there, is it? So I'm just going to install it again. What am I using to capture the Pi screen? I'm using, oh, it's in CD user low, no, hang on. I'm using a capture card. Oh, it suggests root, not home / okay, I see. So I can do CD / /home / pi / no. Can't type. Am I just an idiot? Yes, I am. Someone tell me what I'm doing wrong. Okay, someone tell me how to work the Pi. Someone tell me. I'm going to put my other camera on so you can see how angry I am about all of this. Video capture 1. Video capture device 2. Logitech thingy cam. And there we go. Hello. Okay, so admittedly I'm a little bit tipsy, so I just need CD and I want to go to home, don't I? Home / pi. Is that right? Someone tell me what I'm doing wrong. Someone literally write it out. Okay, so Robert's written something. CD / tilde / Adafruit _ Python. What was it? Underscore. What did I try before? Underscore ADS 1x15. Oh yeah, I can press tab. Someone actually said that in the... Look at that. Okay, well it gives me MCP 3008. Don't say it's funny, because I'm not quite sure what I'm doing. This doesn't have, well, okay, it did have whiskey in it. It's gone now. Well, I just did tab to autocomplete. This is one of those streams that's not going to get uploaded. Oh dear. Okay, so Adafruit _ Python _ MCP 3008 came up when I used tab. So CD Adafruit. Well, it just gives me that. Okay, so let's go with user. I like where you're going, Sasha. User /local /lib. Geez, that's long, isn't it? Get a Linux crash course. I really should. I'm not actually completely unfamiliar with Linux, but I can't even CD into... Oh, it's because I've done... because I'm an idiot. Am I? Okay, this is one of those times where I literally wish I'd never even started the stream. Never started the stream. Go to root first. Why am I not in root? I don't get it. Oh, USR, really? Well, no way. Okay. Okay, first CD. Okay, we can do this. Okay, let's start from the beginning and you guys tell me what to type and we'll get there. I've wired this bit up. We're fine with that. This is, we've got the LDRs here. We've got them on, are they on pull-ups? I'm not quite sure. No, they're pull downs. Yeah, they're on pull down. See, I've already done this bit. It's fine. So CD, CD /user /local locale, and if I tab, no, okay, God, you really have to go far down. Lib /python 2.7 /dist packages. Oh, that is promising. Adafruit / examples. No, what was it? Well, it should be examples. Okay, well that gets me to where the library is. It doesn't get me to where the examples are. So the examples should be in Adafruit Python ADS 1x15 / examples. Do you know what? I'm going to cheat. I'm going to show you the window that I'm looking at. And window capture. Okay. Okay, right. I have the Raspberry Pi here. It's a Samba share, so we're just going to look for the damn thing. Documents? No. It should be in, is it in Pi Home maybe? I don't think it's here. Python games is not where I want to be. Pi. Oh. This might be one of these streams where I just decide it's too much and it's too late and I've had too many things, like too much water to drink, and maybe it's not a good idea. But it should be in this folder here, I'm pretty sure. Don, I'm just going to call you Don. Yeah, I'm probably too much of that to be doing this anyway. It's just, I had nowhere to go tonight. So, but I mean, it should be here, right? It should be inside this folder. As far as I can tell. But it didn't install into either one of these folders. ls-l, okay. Oh no, hang on. ls --l. I don't think it installed. I think we might need to do it again. But honestly, I did it enough times. God, look how many times I've done that CD thing. I think we'll just do it again and hope it works. Let's do sudo pip install. What typo? Build Essentials spelled wrong. Oh my word, that is the reason, isn't it? I hate you all. I don't at all. Essentials. Send. That's spelled right, isn't it? Unable to go. Can someone spell that right for me? Oh, it's essential, isn't it? Look, I know you all hate me right now, but there we go. That was the whole thing the whole time. Sorry, Ashley, I didn't see that if you'd said it, so I apologize. Let's see. Well, I don't see it in the folders here. Maybe we need to do something else. Do we need to do? We need to do the pip install again, don't we? Or do we need? We probably don't need to do sudo anyway. We've done it. Okay, let's see if we're on the straight and narrow now. Oh, well, it doesn't show in there, so. No, that's not what I wanted, was it? I hate myself. Where did it say it is installed to? Upgrade. Installed to user. So it has installed there. Well, it's installed the library, but it hasn't installed. I don't know where to find the examples. Marcus, generally I would be a little bit more with it. So, but thanks for the confidence there. I don't know what I'm doing. Absolutely no clue. Ordinarily, I would do this kind of thing off camera and fail many times, and then just do, hey guys, I've got a new video for you, and it's about the Raspberry Pi. Here's me doing it or whatever. But previously, I would have spent 2 hours going, what's going on here? That kind of deal. But in this video, you get to see me quite drunk, not knowing how to CD into a folder, change directory into a folder. Right, so go back to, okay, I'll go back there. You tell me what to do. I've already done the hardware bit. Okay, I'm in there. What line with the git command? Okay, let me just check. I did a, oh wait. Hang on, there might be a problem. Somebody might have actually offered a solution to the problem and I didn't pay attention. Okay, let's ignore everything that's just happened in the last 20 minutes. In fact, let's start again, shall we? Let's start again. Oh, I don't want to type shut down. I just want to Right, we're going to restart, I think. But I only really know how to shut down, so... How do you restart the damn thing? Oh, -R. Does that restart it? Okay. Let's pretend none of this ever happened. I may have missed a step out from the tutorial. That's the problem, I think. So, hey guys, welcome to the stream. Today we're going to be looking at some ADS 1115 stuff. We're going to be installing a library from the Adafruit group, and we're going to be looking at some of the values that come out of this these LDRs that I've got added on here. So there you go. We're beginning again. Job is running for LSB. Okay, I'll wait. So how are you all this evening? It's nice to see you all here. I don't even know how many, are there like 5, 10 of you? I'm not sure. Okay, I think we're ready to go. I tell you what, this time I'm going to read the instructions very carefully, and we'll do it properly. And then in about 5 minutes, I've run out of anything to drink, and I'll just go nip off and go and get something. So first off, we're going to install it, and then I'll go and get a drink, and then I'll come back. So it tells me I need to do sudo apt-get update. However, I think I've just done that, but we'll do it again because I don't want to fall foul of any problems, because often I do that. One thing I wanted to tell you guys actually, which is ridiculous, and I think I'm going to have to rework the way it is, but you know how I have this I have like a signature on my videos. So it said, in fact, let's look it up and I'll read it out verbatim. It says, it turns out that likes and shares actually help the channel. So if you want to, please click the thumbs up and share the video. Or share the video. If you don't have a Patreon, I don't have a Patreon or a donate thingy. I get by fine. That said, if you're mega rich or fancy donating something, it does say fancy donating something, or I would find useful, then feel free to check out my Amazon wish list. No pressure, and then a link. Well, there is a problem with that now. People have actually decided to donate something via the Amazon wish list, and while I'm honestly massively humbled, it scares the bejesus out of me, honestly. It's a little bit too much. I went on there the other day. In fact, I got a message from Amazon to say that they couldn't deliver to the address or something, and I had to specify another one. And like 5 things from my Amazon wish list that's ridiculous. People shouldn't be buying me things. What I'm gonna do is, I think I'll get rid of the Amazon wish list and figure something else out. I don't know. I don't need things. That's the issue. The Amazon wish list started off as those are the things I want to buy in the future. So there was stuff like a £500 camera on there. There was like a microphone for 100 quid, which would make my voice sound better in this kind of scenario. But I added some other stuff that I wanted to buy. So there was some wire strippers on there. It's where it all started, really. Some wire strippers, some this little magnifying glass. So because my eyesight is not exactly failing, but I'm 33 now. And seeing the tiny quad flat pack stuff can be a bit difficult when I'm looking from like this far away. So I put stuff like that on there, and I was going to buy them when I either got paid or, you know, whatever. but people have been like ridiculously kind and bought stuff for me. So I think I'm going to rework it because it makes me feel a little uncomfortable, because I don't like asking you guys for anything. That's not how it works. I give you stuff. That's the thing. Anyway, let's carry on. So we've done the sudo apt-get. We're going to do sudo apt-get. We're going to do this again, even though it exists already. Build dash essential. We're going to spell this right. Essential Python dash dev Python dash SMS bus, and I'm not reading the chat and I can see it wiggling away over there. Does that say Git? I'm not quite sure. It does say Git. Let's go with that. Invalid operation build essential. Essential. Oh no, okay, I see where I've gone wrong. You don't need to type it. Balls. There we go. Thanks, Sasha. I caught it as I typed it. Simon says, hasn't he already done this? He doesn't look that pissed, does he? I'm not that pissed. I've had the equivalent of 4 pints. It's 5 whiskies I think I've had, which is a fair amount. And then we want to do cd. I'm just copying, even though it's going to take us to the same thing, I think. And then we're going to do git clone https // github.com /adafruit /adafruit _python _ads 1x15. I know I'm reading it out and you could just very well just read it, but git, that should be correct. Yes. No, I've spelt something wrong. Git clone. I drink some over here. What's that be? I can't cut and paste, unfortunately, Simon, because this is a HDMI capture rather than an SSH deal. So I've put git. Oh, I've put a comma. I see. There we go. Thank you, Stephen. Or Steve, sorry. He's seen it. Sasha's proper on it. He knows where I've gone wrong. Okay, and then we need to do cd adafruit _python _ads 1x15. Please work. Have I spelt it all right? Yes! This is possibly the best thing that could have happened. And then sudo python setup.py install. Is it going to work? Running install. Oh, holy shit. I mean, beep. Just pretend that Marcus doesn't like the fact I'm not using tab. Well, the thing is, I was only told about tab the other day, so it's not going to be the first thing that comes to my mind when typing stuff out. I didn't know it was a thing. Let's get rid of that. Indeed, cooking on gas now, you're right. All right, now if you'll bear with me a second, I'm just going to go and grab a drink and then I will be back. Is it this one? Yeah, it is. Okay, I'll be back in a second. I'm not really sure more drinks are needed, but we're going to go, we're going to grab one anyway. I just realised why someone said that had I done this before? Well, it's because I didn't change the stream title at all. Because I didn't even think about it because I was I was too busy. So it's stream 15. Let's just change it now. Stream 15. Oh no, I've put that in the wrong window. Stream 15. What should I call the stream? Anyone got any ideas what I should call the stream? It's up to you. You guys get to decide. Oh, this is actual whiskey now. Don't cross the streams. I like that. I'm just going to use it. Don't cross the streams. Done. How do I save? Oh, I guess I don't. Has it changed? I have no idea. Hang on, let's just go to dashboard. Oh, I don't know how it works. Oh no, I'm typing in the wrong thing because I'm too pissed to realise. There we go. Let's have a look. Don't cross the streams. Done. That's what you get. That is now the stream title. We definitely don't need a silver button. I don't like the pressure of just having like even 5 people in here, let alone all of you guys. Okay, shall we carry on? Where did my face sort of went here? There it is. Hello. I don't have any whiskey tumblers, unfortunately, so we just have a big old glass of, I mean, it's massive, isn't it? It's probably a bit too much. Just a big glass of Jameson's whiskey. I mean, hell, I should put that on my wish list, shouldn't I? What's next? We need to go to the examples, and I want to load up one of the specific ones actually. Let's have a look. It's, well, probably just continuous, I think. Let's have a look. So, okay. So CD tilde, that's what that character's called, just in case anyone didn't know. Although I'm sure you all did, because you're all smarter than me. Python forward underscore, rather. That's a weird character. That's another weird character. ADS 1x15 / examples. Right, if I spelled something wrong here again, I think I might just die. CD / Adafruit Python ADS. Holy crap, there it is. Right, we've got some stuff in there. I haven't been looking at the chat. See, there's a dude in chat. Where is he? Let's see. He is a mod. He's a really nice guy, and he contacted me recently and said, do you want some help with your streams? And I said, my streams are a bit, you know, whenever I can be bothered to do them kind of deal. Evans, that's his surname. Edward, there he is. I'd forgotten your first name, Edward. There he is. God, the tab thing. All right, I'll remember. I'll try. Edward Evans is in the chat. And Edward, if you'd like to point out anyone that's got a question or like a really good bit of information, just, I don't know, put David in all caps with a couple of exclamation marks, and I'll get there. I'll get to it. It's just, it's so, like, when I'm watching this, I've got the Pi over here in a screen that's this side, and you guys are over there, all the way over there, which is, it makes it really difficult. Anyway, we're going to do nano. No, we're not going to do nano. We don't need to edit it. I just want to run the damn thing. So I just want to do Python, sudo Python continuous. Oh no, wait, do I need to change the address? I might need to. Sudo nano continuous. Oh God, I can't spell. That might be right. It says it there, continuous.py. I don't know if I need to change the I2C address. Does it have one in here? Let's see. Well, it doesn't seem to. Let's just try running it. Sudo Python. Oh God, yeah, I know, Edward. That was the idea. It's just I didn't not organize this very well. Sudo Python and then continuous.py. Oh God, those commas. Py. I know. Tab. Someone could tell me tab. I know. Okay, look, we'll go back. Sudo Python con tab. There we go. Are you happy? I've pressed the tab. Okay, it tells me something's wrong, I guess. Trace back. Oh, no such file or directory. Oh, have we not enabled? Okay. I don't know if we've enabled. No, that's wrong. I2C. We have now. Okay. See, and you guys didn't think I knew anything about this. Right, we might need to restart. So sudo shut down /r now. So yeah, remember that command. Thanks. It is a Hackaday shirt. I don't know if you can see it. It's got hackaday.com across there, which is quite cool. I think I can't remember what it was for. It was for the Audio Cube from years ago, which never really got anywhere. Although, I mean, it's still around. It's in a box over there, but I didn't like mass produce it or anything like that. It was just like a bit of fun for home, really. Still, it was a lot of fun, I have to say. It was cool. Sudo reboot. Ah, I didn't know about reboot. Thanks to Tab, you could have another glass of whiskey, you'd still be able to spell continuous. Well, Marcus, I'm down with that. That sounds like a good idea. Although, I don't think I need any more glasses this size. I mean, generally, people just have them a lot smaller than this. But, it's fine. Jameson's is good, though. Right, now we need to do that again, don't we? No, I need to get back into there. See, I'm pressing the up arrow. This is like Tab, isn't it? This is one of those things you should know, and I know it. So this is one of those deals. Sudo Python continuous Y, right? If it works. I may have wired it up wrong. Oh God, I hope not. No. Okay, here we go. Right, so it's giving us some values for 0. I don't know which one 0 is. We'll do that again. And I'll just try one of them, not that one. It's going to be the end one, right? There we go. What weird values that is. Oh, of course, it's a 15-bit ADC, isn't it? So yeah, that makes sense. Okay, that's fine. I'm going to do that again. So what we're doing is we're sampling this LDR just here, and if I put a pen lid over it, which is the equivalent of turning the radio cube over, and so this is giving us a really high reading. So it's wired up in a way that it gives a higher resistance based on it's a voltage divider essentially, is what it's doing. Control R is more magic. It's reverse search in history. What is that? What do you mean Control R? What does that do? If I press that now, will that do something bad? Shall I do it? Okay, Control R. What is that? Okay, I'm going to press escape. I don't know what that is. What's wrong with Jameson's? It's literally, that and Monkey Shoulder is the only whiskey that I've really tried out. Bell's I've tried. I'm going to tell you a story now. When I was a younger man, not much younger than today. Anyway, not a Beatles song. Not much younger than today. No, much younger actually. About 10 years ago. More than that. It was the year 2000. That sounds like the start of a song. So it was the year 2000, the eve of the year 2000. So it's New Year's Eve. I was... You should be able to figure out your age, shouldn't you? But we're underage for drinking. Anyway, me and my mate Ian at the time, I haven't seen Ian for, I don't know, like more than a decade. Anyway, we stole a bottle of whiskey from my mum's house. Like a big bottle, not like a litre. Well, maybe it was just a litre and I thought it was bigger. But a big old bottle of whiskey, it's probably just a litre. Or 70 centilitres, whatever it would be. It was a bottle of Bell's whiskey. And we also had 4 cans of Foster's each, which is really... I mean, the Australians might like it, but it's really not very nice lager, in my opinion. It's too sweet and it's just fizzy and horrible. Anyway, we stole this whiskey and and we had this beer, and then we went out to this field that overlooked the town where we lived, and it was about 11 o'clock, and so we were going to wait for the fireworks to start, and we were going to drink and stuff. Anyway, we started drinking, we drank our Fosters, and then we started drinking this whiskey, and bloomin' heck, I've never been so drunk in my life. I barely remember anything, and I felt sick, and the smell of it was awful. And we drank it because we knew there was booze in it, and that was it. But I ended up falling over, and like not even like quite tipsy. As an adult, I can understand, but falling over, throwing up so much there was nothing left to throw up. It was horrendous. Anyway, so I had this fear of whiskey for the majority of time after that. I didn't touch any whiskey. I would touch it if it was mixed in with something, but now I can just drink it neat. I'm all right with it. But Bell's is rank. It really is horrible. Aussies don't drink it, only export only. Well, good. God, yeah. Foster's not my strong point, but I don't mind it if I'm at like a barbecue or something. If it's just cheap lager for lager's sake. In ale terms, it would be a session beer, is what you would have. So it would be a session lager. But yeah, it doesn't taste of much. You would just drink it for just drinking something's sake. Anyway, so we've got these values coming out. Just jump from that weird story to this one. So we've got these values coming out. And what we want to be able to do is, I'd kind of like it to run continuously. And although this says sudo python continuous.py, it would be nice if it ran continuously rather than stopped. So let's edit it. So sudo nano tab. There you go. I've done the tab. So why didn't it run continuously? Because it says it runs continuously. So while time minus start. Okay, so it only runs for 5 seconds. Okay, so let's just change that to 60. Okay, that'll do. So we'll write it out and then exit, and then we will run it again. So this should run for a while, right? Should run for 605 seconds, and that means that I can tell which one it is by removing and putting back the pen top that I've got. So there seems to be a bit of a delay in the printing. So let's Control C, which closes that program, and let's go back in and find out what is causing a delay in reading it. So it's time sleep, isn't it? So let's change time sleep to 0.05. 0.05, is that, can you actually do that? I don't know if you can. I'm not sure what the resolution is. So let's run it again. Yeah, you can. Okay. So it should be able to react a little bit faster. That's good. I can use my finger now actually, and we'll just... So you can see it change, which is nice. We'll put the pen lid back on the top. Sorry, I'm going to just jump back to the comments for a quick second, and you guys can see some numbers fly by. So to make a foam cube, make 2 wooden boxes, one smaller than the other. Spend the smaller box within the larger box. Sasquatch, I'm not quite sure what you're talking about. I might be too drunk to realise. Yeah, whiskey for me is always spelt with an E. So, I don't know, maybe it's not. I think Jameson's is Irish whiskey, isn't it? And Scotch is Scotch whiskey, is it? That's cool. That is one interesting fact, if that is correct. And I'm sure it will be, because you were more correct than me earlier on. So, okay, we were talking about whiskey now, rather than this stuff. Okay. Bloomin' heck. Okay, let's jump out of this. And then let's go back to editing. So what I'd like to do is pull them all out. So channel 0. So what we want to do is really have more than one channel showing. So ADC dot start. I'm just going to copy what they've done. ADC open bracket. That's a close bracket. I'm trying not to look at the keyboard. Open bracket 0 gain equals gain, and the gain thing's a weird one actually, because the chip can read varying different voltages, and so the gain on here goes up to 4 point something volts, and that's why it's written like that. And we don't want 0, we want 1. I've just blatantly just copied it. ADC. Can I? No, I can only cut text. I don't think you can copy text when you're in this editor. Steve says, why don't you just while one in the continuous running? Well, I don't really want it to run forever. I just wanted it to run for longer. What I'll do in the program that I'll end up creating, because we've still got the idea is it's going to be this radio cube, and I absolutely know that some of you guys think it's a stupid idea, and it is a stupid idea, that this cube, you would just turn it and the bit that was at the bottom not having any light shining on it would tell you what channel you were going to be listening to. But regardless of the fact that it is stupid, that's what's happening. And so it's going to be within the loop that does that. So all it's going to do is every time the loop goes through, it's going to call this function. And so I don't need it to be forever. I just want it to be longer so that we can see it on the screen, that's all. Control K, I don't want to cut. Unless I can paste multiple times, maybe I can do that. Ooh, maybe. Hello. Yes, you can. So 1, 2. Should have deleted. 2, 3. Thank you very much. Right, so we're starting these ADCs. What we're going to do is read them all, because that's what I'd like to do. So we've got value. I guess Python does it weirdly. You can just define a value wherever you, define a variable wherever you want to. So we can just, I guess we can say, in fact, I'm just going to check that there's no definition at the top. There isn't. Okay. So it's a bit like PHP in that way, or what was the other one that I was? Oh no, I was doing this with Python the other day. So value, that's calu, value 1 equals control. Was it K? Oh shit, no. Cancel. Cancel. Control C. It wasn't bloody K, was it? Was it? What's the paste? I'm rubbish. So if I do that and do, there we go, that's it. Someone, while I'm looking at the screen, will be writing that exact thing in chat just now, I imagine. I'm not surprised that copy and paste exists, Marcus. It's just called something else in here, isn't it? It's called uncut text and cut text. So uncut sounds like undo to me, so it doesn't suggest copy. Well, there's no copy there, is there? It's just cut and uncut. But it turns out you can uncut multiple times. So I'm not surprised about that. They should just call it copy and paste. That's what people understand. God, like ruining any kind of semblance of professionalism that I have tonight. Did I have a semblance of professionalism? I don't think I did. Mate, stop. Don't. Bug rats. That's very, very kind. But honestly, it's unneeded. I earn enough money to get by. I'm just not buying any more electronics because I'm saving up for a camera, that's all. But it's very, very kind of you to get something. If you bought one of those 7-segment displays, I will be forever in your debt. They're massive. Well, they seem massive. They're going to be like this big. It's going to be cool. That's going to, I'm hoping they'll be like the new subscriber count. Not that I'm really worried about subscribers. I might make it views instead. That's more interesting. But yeah, you're awesome. Thank you. Anyway, so we've got these value 1, 2 things, and then we need to print this. So if I do Control cut on this, cut. So it cuts the whole line. We're going to paste the whole, oh, whoops. What did I press? Control uncut, 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 or paste, as everyone else would understand it. So we want to go for channel 0, channel 1, channel 2, and channel 3, because it's all numbered like it is an array. 1, 2, 32. Let's write that out. Done. Okay, and then we'll exit and we'll run the same thing again and we'll see what we get. Something wrong. Okay. Oh, of course, I see. Sorry, I sort of missed a little bit of that where I was not paying attention. Format value, and that needs to be 1, 2, 3. Value 1, 2, 3. Yep. Write out X. No. What have I done wrong? Someone's going to tell me in the chat. I absolutely know it. Need to nest the ADC starts in between. Okay, hang on. ODC 1, 2 gain. Oh, hang on a minute. Oh, hang on, I see. So ADC equals Adafruit 1. So ADC is just one instance of it, and it will only get one of the results. Is that right? So I need to have a loop here to say that ADC start 0, then print that out, and then print out another one. Zero on all lines. I think I'm behind on the old chat. Or you guys are behind on my chat. I'm not sure. Yeah, ADC. So ADC is the class, and I'm creating an object of that class. And so ADC is only ever 0, as far as I understand, or it was only ever 3. So it can only ever print ADC get last result, essentially. And so the format is always value. Yeah? So what I need to do is have that in a loop. Let's exit that and let's look at a different example. The simple one does this, it prints them all out. So actually it'll tell me, I did the tab there, did you like that? So the simple example gives me all of them at once. And that's, yeah, there we go. So it started off with ADC and then gain equals 1. So it's setting that value. Then we do while true for I values in the range. Okay, so in the range of 4. And then it reads the ADC and then it prints the ADC. That makes sense. I get it. Yeah, that's good. Okay, well, let's run this and have a look what it looks like. We want to do sudo, and watch for the tab now because I'm going to do it. Sudo python simple testpy. There we go. So it's going to give us all of the values. So we can see that value 0 is low or high, and then we get value high on 3. So the idea is Richard, why would you say that? So yeah, so we can jump around these little values here, and this will be the way that we decide what is playing on the radio cube. Now the radio cube's still in progress. In fact, I've got it over there. Shall I go and get it? I'll go and get it. I'll just take the mic off for a second. So here is the radio cube. It's in 2 parts still. Oh wait, hang on. I forgot to put the mic back on, sorry. There we go. So this is the radio cube. It's still in 2 parts. They fit together well, I say just, a bit too easily. I think I need to find a way of holding them together, or I should have designed it a bit differently, but it has a speaker on either side. And the idea is that these holes here, there, I can't get my finger in the right place, hang on, there, the holes there would have an LDR sticking out of them, or not sticking out, but just under the lip of the rim. And then each time you turn it over like that, they would be on the bottom. And so no light would be getting to them. And so the radio channel that chooses would be playing. I thought about using little momentary push buttons because they would work in the dark, but I wasn't sure how heavy this thing would be, if it would be heavy enough to push it down. But I like the idea that it would be light, as it were. And if it was dark on all sides or below a certain value, it just wouldn't play. That's the kind of idea. Now is the time to admit that the last half hour is for tinkering purposes only. I'm not quite sure what you mean. Why can't I see the left hand edge of the screen? I think you can. Oh, I don't know. You can, can't you? Pretty sure you can see everything. So yeah, this will be the decider. So I've never even touched this. I was going to use an MCP 3008, and I bought one about 2 months ago. It was in a post bag, I think, a while back. I think it was probably in the one by the fire. Do you remember that one? It's now not really cold enough to have a fire, so I haven't done another one of those, but it was in a post bag by the fire, had this MCP 3008, which is an ADC. It's an 8-channel ADC, and we were going to use that. And I was really excited about it because it's quite an easy chip to use, but then I lost it. But I thought at the time this MCP 3008 was a 2-channel device, so I bought this ADS 1115 knowing that it was 4-channel, so I thought that'd be great. So anyway, I lost the MCP 3008, which would have been an easier chip to use, I think. So we'll be using this one. So let's jump out of this and have a look at the code again, and not simple test. So it's relatively simple, isn't it? So we're just doing it within a while loop. So we're going to bring in, we're importing time, we don't need to just yet. Adafruit, ADC, okay. So let's exit that, and then we want to go CD, just CD / user, no, user / is it, this might be wrong. No, it is wrong. Oh, I can't remember how to get to my home directory. There's no wiggly bit. Is there no wiggly bit? And then I want to go to... No, I want to go where I want to go. I'll tell you where I want to go. I want to go to my documents is where I want to go to. So I want to go to CD. Can I just go to Pi? No. I'm sure it's user. User / oh, screw it. I'm looking it up. CD doc, really? Can I do that? Okay, so in Linux, what does the tilde mean? Because to me it means around. So does it means a value that's around whatever you put after it. So in Linux, does the tilde mean something that seems like this? Is that how that works? What? I don't understand. Just CD / documents. No way. So what, am I already in my home folder? Wow. Oh, so the tilde is equivalent to home user. Genius. I love it. So sudo Python. Actually, what will RadioCube do? I'm not sure, because I've got, last time I used it, I had buttons. Let's have a look. Will it start playing something immediately? So running one. Okay, so it's going to run. So it's going to play something. So let's exit out of that. So we want to do sudo Python radio cube. And if I turn on the little radio here, we should hear something.
Particularly when you consider Byron's romantic history.
I don't know if you can hear it.
Maybe that's how he got the girls.
This is Radio 4.
A Chinese listener, Rick Fu, has requested Yeats' poem "When You Are Old."
Oh, talking about Yeats' poems here.
But no less lovely. And apparently, it's very popular in China. I'll be back next week, beloved listener. Until then.
Oh. Okay.
She walks in beauty, like the night of cloudless.
She walks in
pines
beauty
and
like the
stars.
night. We all know that poem. I'll turn that off now. So the idea is that we'll have four radio stations, and they'll be selected based on these dudes down here. So whichever has the highest resistance, or whichever's giving me the highest value. So in this example, because it's getting a higher ADC value, it's going to be a higher voltage. So the others have a higher resistance. I'm guessing that's how it works. Anyway, whichever's got the highest value will be saying that's the radio station, and I'll give it a value. It can be in between. So let's say it's above 10,000, then that will be the value. So if I have a look at, Control C, let's get out of that. So sudo nano radio cube. So this is my code for running. It's just in the OMX player. Robert says, no, we don't. What don't you know? No, you don't. What? Oh, you don't know the poem? She walks in beauty like... Yeah. Hope you're going to write this up on a web page or a Hackaday or something. I'm probably not going to write it up. I probably won't even remember this tomorrow. Maybe I will. I don't know. We'll see. So what we want to do is we want to look at trying to integrate that code, the ADS 1117, into this little radio cube thing. I may well, I can relive it through live chat. Well, because I knew that I was going to be a bit pissed, I don't know if this is going to go live after the live chat and after the live stream. And I haven't put live chat on the stream because I didn't think this would be something that followed on. So Robert doesn't know the poem. Well, it's by Byron. It's called She Walks in Beauty. You must all know. Do you not all know Byron? Or have read it or heard it or whatever? It's She walks in beauty like the night of cloudless climes and starry skies. That one. Well, I'm not going to read it to you because that would take a while, I imagine. And plus, I don't think anyone's here for poetry, are they? Although, I mean, saying that, I don't know if any of you watched my other videos, like long time ago, but I did an Arduino poem. And that Massimo, is his name Massimo? That Arduino guy, the Italian dude, he liked it, which is nice. I was quite happy. Don't save the chat now. Well, I could read you the poem. I'd have to bring it up, but I only really know like the first 3 lines or something. It ends with, well, there's a bit in it. It's like, and all that's best in dark and light meets in the aspect of her eyes. You know that bit? No? Anyway, we're not. Massimo, yes. Massimo Banzi. So Patrick Stewart is a big hero of mine. I like him. I haven't seen Colbert. I know that Patrick Stewart is planning to become a citizen of the US, though, just to rally against Trump. And all power to him, honestly. I think that's quite nice of him. Electro Noob. I don't know what you've been doing on Amazon. You're a cheeky fellow, but thank you very much. They're not, yeah, the thing is, it goes to a different address rather than my home address. So they will be delivered on Monday. But thank you very much. It's incredibly kind. I'm beyond words, really. Anyway, let's have a look at some code, and we'll stop with the poetry. And maybe if you're lucky, because this has gone down quite quick, isn't it? Maybe if you're lucky, after I finish that, maybe we'll do the whole She Walks in Beauty poem. Or I could, in fact, does anyone know, has anyone seen, oh no, I'm not typing it in the right place. YouTube. YouTube. So I did this stop motion animation. I know that I'm getting off topic, but none of you came for a topic. It's not like I said what it was all going to be about. Basically, it's me getting drunk, wasn't it? That's basically the live stream. Poem. I need to type poem in. Hang on. What do we find? A poem for the Arduino community. Let's just hang on a minute. Let's do that, and let us bring that over there, and we'll do a new add display capture. Okay. Well, ooh, Mayday, that's not the right display. That's the one I wanted to capture. So I did this poem a long time ago. Can I turn on the desktop thingy? Let's see. Video capture device, desktop audio 2. Maybe, we'll see. So I find this a little bit embarrassing now.
A breadboard full of wires, a mess of code. All serial print line and 4-while loops. Colourful resistors and fork-legged ICs, a myriad of sensors all working together. Analog read. Bright LEDs, SPI conflicts and...
Ugh. Okay, so that was a long time ago. Oh, mate, look at that. That's not what I meant to do. Hang on a minute. Let's get rid of that. There we go. That's better. So that was a long time ago. And yeah, so I did this poetry thing. I liked poetry for a long time, and so I wrote this poem for Arduino, which is really weird. Do you know when was that? When did I do the poem? What year was it? Let's jump out. It was 2013, in June of 2013. So it was a long time ago. Yeah, quite a long time. Anyway, shall we jump back to this thing? Let's do that. So in here, I need to be able to check a loop and throw a function. So let's define a little function. So define, oh, we need a return actually, check. I don't know how to do returns in Python. This will be a new one. Check side, let's call it. And it doesn't really need a thing, a variable in it, or an argument. Let's pull up the code and then we can look at it. Yeah, I could have done loads of things rather than do this whole convoluted thing. Right, let's see. What are we doing? So we need to import the library. What was it? Adafruit underscore ads1x15. And then we need to define it, don't we? We need to do, what was it? ADC. No, just ADC equals Adafruit underscore ADS. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. How do we do this thing? Pop out chat. Window capture. Source. No, I was trying to capture the chat there. I don't know how to make it work. No, not got a clue. I did it before, I just can't remember now. I also hate Python. I find it really hard to code in. It's just so far removed from stuff that I'm used to. So in programming languages, or whatever you might want to call them, I know people have a bit of an argument about whether something's a programming language or whatever, but so in HTML you have start and end tags, in PHP you have start and end tags, and you have to end variables or statements with a semicolon. In JavaScript you do the same thing. I feel I need a start and an end to stuff. I really need that finalization on things, and whereas Python doesn't offer you that. I don't know if assembly language does, but Dave Jones would have something to say about assembly language, I'm sure. I watched a video of his recently. I don't know if any of you will have seen it, but it's from 2009, and he's talking about the emergence of the Arduino as a thing versus the PIC, which was, that was a hobby board. It was brilliant. People loved it. I've never even touched it. I probably will, because Julian's doing these cool streams about how to get started from an easy standpoint, which is great. And so I'll be looking at that. Honestly, if I can make an LED blink, I'll be happy, but I'll try and do a bit more than that. But yeah, he was talking about how the Arduino is a challenger to the PIC, and how people that write assembly language are masochistic idiots or something like that. I'm not quite sure he's entirely right with his opinion, but it was interesting all the same. Are they higher level languages? Is that how you describe it? Anyway, I find it difficult. So we want to do we want to create the thingy. So we ADS 1115 brackets. Don't end it as semicolon. You don't need to do that. We're done. And then I can't really remember what comes next. Oh yeah, gain. I had a gain, didn't it? Gain is a definition at 1. No, don't need to do that. And then this keeps going. This whole loop keeps going. And we've got these event detects. So we don't need to do that. So that was just for buttons, wasn't it? So eventually we'll have to change it so we have a variable. So let's create a variable called station number. And we'll create it as 0 to start with. And so station number will get altered every time we go through the loop, or not every time, but it will get altered if conditions in the loop change. I've lost chat a long time ago, sorry. Oh, I've probably spelt something wrong. I say someone, Robert, who's extremely helpful always. has just told me. So ADC equals Adafruit underscore ADS dot. Ah, there's an X in there, is there? No, wrong. ADS 1X15. Thank you, appreciate that. I'm trying to do it from memory, which is a bad idea really, isn't it? Especially since I've had too much to drink. I bet my breath stinks of whiskey by now. Oh yeah, Marcus, you're right. I'm forever trying to put brackets in an if statement or a semicolon to end things. Doesn't carriage return not count? I don't know. Sorry, Simon. Need some parameters in there, do I? I don't remember. What, for the... Well, I haven't put those bits in yet. I'm just... the gain comes in the bit where I define what I'm reading. So that will come in the loop portion or in the function portion that I'm doing. So it will be in this... in check side is where I'll have that portion, hopefully. Make a copy of the working script. Yeah, I do need now. I need ADC dot start ADC. No, I'm not. Do you know what? I'm not. I hate myself. Why am I doing this tipsy? It's ridiculous. Right, that is accurate. Actually, we don't want 0, and that's O anyway. We should have a variable in there, shouldn't we? So we want, how do you do a for loop? For fuck's sake. This is, you know, learning a language on stream is not easy. So I'm just going to quickly Google how to do a for loop in frickin' Python. Because I bet it, oh, I've just typed that in. Typed it in there. Well, 4 appeared to come up, so for loop Python. Right. It's not that I don't understand how to do a for loop or understand the logic behind it. It's just I don't know the syntax for Python. So, okay. Oh, that's really simple. So for x in range, and then we define the range. So we want 0 to 3. So while it's doing that, and then, oh, there's a semicolon there. That's weird, isn't it? ADC.start, and no, I want that somewhere else actually. Hang on a minute. I've got myself mixed up. Hang on a minute. Oh, I don't need that at all. Let's just get rid of that. So it's ADC. Oh, we kind of need some variables outside the loop as well, don't we? How do we define an array? Array, Python. Oh, for heaven's sake. If I keep doing this, I'm closing the stream. I've got 2 keyboards in front of me. Array, Python. Look, if anyone in the chat is taking the mick out of me, I'm going to kick you out of the chat. I'm not, really. I wouldn't do that. Array, Python. You know what, Marcus, you are right. You do think faster than me. So tell me, if you can, all of you, how do I define an array? Or a list? Well, it's the same thing, isn't it? A list and an array is exactly the same. You can have 2-dimensional, 3-dimensional lists if you want. So I just want a list of 4 values, but inside an array type object. So I can have it, I can have x be the value. So x equals that, okay. No way. Can I do that? Well, we won't call it x. We're going to call it something else. We'll call it light hole. And I want a space there because it looks pretty. So really, literally that. Well, no, I agree, Simon. They're not the same. But they'll work the same as the arrays that I'm used to. So 4x in the range of 0 to 3, ADC, and then we need to like read the values. So it's, if we imagine the simple test example, it was ADC.read, wasn't it? So it's, we don't need that, we want light hole. I'm gonna assume, I can't have chat at the same time. I'm really struggling. Let me just bring this over and make chat bigger for me. For some reason, I can't bring it into the blooming window that I'm looking at, which I'm looking at the live stream window. You guys are there. Hang on, it's over there. The window is there with all the code on the Raspberry Pi. But I can't see chat because it's over there. Well, actually, it's there. That's where it is. So light hole x equals adc.read. Read. There we go. Read underscore adc, and then we want brackets x comma gain equals gain. And so this is the same, no, don't need that semicolons. This is the same as we saw in, how did I manage to put all those? Sorry, I'm just pissed. That's enough now, isn't it, really? So light hole adc.read underscore adc x gain equals gain. Okay, so if I just save this, let's control write it out, exit, and then we want to, let's just cd out, and then we'll go to and no, sudo nano simple. So within this example that we looked at earlier, are you impressed with how I like skillfully navigated back to that folder, by the way, with all your wonderful tips on how to navigate Linux file structures and whatnot? That's you guys. Anyway. Let's have a look. This is simple test. This is what I've just written that based off. So my memory might have been a bit screwy when I did it because I'm not quite sure. So we've got ADC equals Adafruit, and I just looked at this to decide how I was going to do it. So because this one just loops through all of them, so that's what I wanted to do. So we've got import Adafruit. We've got ADC equals, so we're creating an object of that class. Then we've got gain equals 1. And then we've got while true. So this is our loop that's going to keep going through. And while true, as far as I know, is a constant loop. It just keeps going unless you exit or break out of that loop. And then you have values equal. Oh, right. So they've created an array. What's this? Hang on a minute. What is that? What is this array? How does that work? Anyone? I mean, I could Google it, but you guys will be quicker than me Googling. So it appears that values is a thing with a size of 0 times 4. So 4 times 0 values. Is that right? Robert is 49. 49? That's outrageous. I don't believe that for a second. I, for one, am 53, just so you know. May have actually told you my actual age earlier on, I'm not sure. So we loop through these. We've got this for loop, this I in range of 4. Oh, okay. So maybe it starts at 1 and not at... I don't understand that. It would give you... I mean, to my eyes, that would give me 5 values. It would give me 0, 1, 2, 3, and 4. But maybe Python works differently. Does Python work differently than that? And then we're just printing out those values, look. So we're doing print value there. So I don't need to start the ADC. We've just got this thing here, the read ADC function. I don't know, it's confusing. Can anyone shed light on this? These 2 bits here, actually. So we've got values. You've got values, which is 0 times 4. So does that actually mean values is 4 times that length? X4 means 4 elements. So what does the 0 mean? Does it mean it's zeroed in size? And then we've got 4 in range of 4. So it doesn't start at 0. Simon says that's an empty array for long. Okay, that makes sense. But I only need it to be well, does it start at 0? I'm older than Edward Evans as well. Yes. The X4 means 4 elements. Are we watching this? Are we watching this? What? I told you already. Oh, I'm sorry, Simon. I think the chat might be... I think the chat's a little bit behind what I'm seeing. So Simon Foster is an empty list of 4 elements which are 0 to 3. Oh, I see. So you put 4, but okay, I get it. That makes sense. So I've done it wrong in my code. Okay. That's cool. Right, we can exit out of this now. And we want to... Oh God, here we go. We're going to have to find our way back to that blooming folder. That's it. And then we want to sudo nano radio cube. Simon says it initialized with zeros. Okay, that makes sense. Thank you. Go drunk, you're home. Thanks, Dave. I'm not that drunk anymore, he says. It's not quite, you know, it's one of those things that people are a bit tipsy say, isn't it? So I've barely got anywhere. Literally, it took me like the first half an hour to even even get the library installed. Holy crap! It took me a lot to not swear there. Well, that's the problem with going, oh, I've got no mates tonight. I'm just going to have some whiskey at home, and then, does anyone think it's a good idea if I do a stream? Yeah, it's a good idea, David. No, it's not. No, it really isn't. So we've got check side, and we're going to try and run this in every one of the loops. So what have we got here? We've got these In the loop, we've got running 1, we've got these add event detects, so we'll probably take these out at some point. But we just want to sort out check side. So we want 4 in the range of 0 to 4, even though that seems weird to me. And the light hole is 0, star 4. What did I just say? Oh God, I didn't just say something, did I? Oh, Electro Noob, don't do it. I don't even know where that money goes. I don't know how it works. I mean, you're a lovely man, and I thank you very much. But I don't know what it means at all. I'll tell you what, look, there you go. I don't know what it means. So we've got 4x in the range of 0 to 4, which, I mean, logically to me doesn't work out, but whatever, that's fine. And then we've got light hole x. So whatever the value of x is equals ADC read, ADC.read underscore ADC bracket x, comma, gain. Okay, so all that's going to do, and that is all we need it to do for now, is check the side, and it's going to write that value into those things. And so what we should do is print them out now. So let's do that. We need to run that function here, don't we? So check side it was. You might have to tell me if I'm about to write this incorrectly. Can I do it like that? It didn't highlight blue, so I'm not sure. An extra tab before light hole. I'm not quite sure what that means. There should be an extra tab, right? Tab before light hole, right? In the loop. Maybe you'll get a check in the post of time. It's 4 elements unless they are indexed 0, 1, 2, 3. Oh, I see. Okay. Let's go straight into the David Watts Whiskey Fund. Mate, if it buys me a bottle of Jameson's, I will be eternally grateful. Or, I mean, if we're going the posh side, then it's going to be monkey shoulder. It comes with little monkeys on the bottle, like metal monkeys glued on. I'm not sure about the light hole thing. Can you elaborate on whether I should have, where I should be? After the for loop. Oh, yes, I see. I think it's 4 spaces. I don't think tab, oh no, there we go. Tab works. I'm going to assume that's 4 spaces. I'm pretty sure that's how it's meant to be, right? Let's see. Actually, we can see it against the other loop, can't we? Because there's an if statement there. They line up. Yeah. I hate the fact it doesn't like the... I mean, this is why I don't like the fact it doesn't have open and close brackets and stuff. Because then the program can assume everything between those brackets is part of that function or if statement or whatever loop it would be. But Python, it relies on these indents, which is annoying. Tab for light hole. I think that should be a hashtag, tab for light hole. Light hole sounds rude a little bit. So is check side correct? If it is, we're just going to do a print brackets God, how do we do? We're going to have to do another for loop, aren't we? For, can't remember how to do it. For x in range. X in range of 0, 4. Oh, one thingy, print. And then we want... Can I just do... oops. Just mash my hands on the keyboard there. Can I just do light hole X? Is that accurate? Can I do that? What? You guys hate me so much. Literally came to troll, all of you. Zero's redundant, is it? Okay, we're going to get rid of that in both areas. If it's wrong, well, then I wouldn't know anyway, really. Let's do that. Range 4. I'm assuming I can just print things out like this. I'm not sure. We're going to write it out and then we're going to run it. We'll see what happens. It will tell us something's wrong. Sudo Python rad tab. I've tabbed it. No. Invalid syntax. Invalid syntax. I forgot the colon. Okay. I'm there with you. It's my fault. I'm going down. I'm going to sort it out. Okay. No, that's not a colon, is it? That's a semicolon. Because, you know, world hates fucking David. I didn't swear there. That was an accident. No one heard that. Stop doing the super chat thing, guys. You make me feel guilty about being alive. Okay. It's not printing anything. Why? I mean, we're getting sound, I guess. Let's turn it back on. I think. Is it just... I think the battery might have run out. No? Still on.
Then, he says, lifting one.
It's a bit weird sound. Oh, it's just turned itself off. It's run out of the battery powers. It's not printing anything. Anyone got any ideas? Control C. I'm just going to go and run and get a charging cable for this speaker, and then we can come back to it. Is it that one? There we go. I'll be back in a second. No one loves me. No, I'm kidding. I love you guys more than anything. That's... That is the whiskey talking. That is the whiskey talking, despite me actually loving you a lot. Right, I found a cable. Oh, hang on, my video's gone, isn't it? There we go. No one sees those. I don't wear the glasses. Just have to get under the desk for a second. Oh! It's dark under here and frightening. I have to move this microphone. Oh God. There we go, that's better. Let's plug this speaker in so that it doesn't fail. I wanted it to charge up. That's it, over here. Is that? Oh, it does plug in there, good. Okay, and where's that audio cable? There it is. Turn that on. There we go. Yeah, I do have some glasses. I don't like them because they make me look a bit weird. I use them for reading screens up close for long periods of time. So I have a pair for work and a pair for home. And they don't really do anything apart from make me look like a nerd. Which I am, obviously, a freaking massive nerd. I'm like a guy that does YouTube videos on Python. Who's going to be more nerdy than that? I might have accidentally topped up the whiskey glass while I was there. This is a lot. I mean, I'm not going to drink it. I think it will make me feel sick. Okay. Did we figure out what am I going down on? What? Did we figure out why it wasn't printing out? Shall we just try printing something? Pseudo nano radio cube. Let's try that. Let's just try printing a value and see if it just will not print in this section here. So X in a range of print. It's going to print a lot of hellos if this is the case. All right, let's write that out and exit and run. Is it going to print loads of hellos? No.
My list,
Oh,
filling it out.
but the radio's working.
I join up the names of the women with those.
Doesn't like Lighthole. Who likes Lighthole? David has what seems to be many spaces. Okay, I'm not quite sure. So indentation, not just consistent number of places. Exactly what I hate about the whole thing. One space in, one space out, exactly the same thing. Sorry, I'm still getting. I'm at the going down bit. That's not topping off. Check the indentation of the last for loop or after the for loop. Oh God. Marcus absolutely hates me. Honestly, if there's anyone in chat, it's Marcus that dislikes me the most. He is infuriated. So let's go down and let's have a look. So that indentation is correct, isn't it? What did Marcus say? Let's see, because he's generally right, even though he hates me. So, oh my God, tab, exclamation mark, exclamation mark, exclamation mark. You screwed up your indentation. Oh, yes, I did. Well, did I? I mean, the definition, no. Did I? Should it just be 4? Because that's not a tab. It's the same indentation as a definition. I'm just going to go for that. Let's try this. Okay. Overwrite, exit. If it tells me it's wrong again, I'm going to flip a loop. Flip a loop? That's not even a thing. Okay, so just going to look. There's a problem in check side. For heaven's sake. Do you like the way I'm saying for heaven's sake rather than why isn't it showing all the text? Oh, it's because I didn't exit, did I? So there's something in check side. That appears to be right to me, does it not? To everyone else? 2 tabs in there. Does the for loop not need a tabbed section there, or is that fine? Okay, let's just write it out and exit. I've just controlled C just in case it was still running. So there's another problem. So that fixed that last one. Thank you. I appreciate that. Can you not see the errors there? So indentation expected and indent block. So it expects light hole X to be indented, which I thought I did. So it expects an indentation here, right? Maybe it doesn't expect there to be an extra space there. You're all going to be telling me because it's a little bit behind, so I don't know. I think there's still a space here. I think that's meant to be tabbed in. If it is, I'm just going to lord it up over you. No, it's not. Okay, fine. Tell me what's wrong. Tell me what's wrong. Okay. So. Well, I mean, the error message there tells me that it's calling the function correctly. Oh, let's just exit that. It's calling the function correctly, but in line it doesn't like the read ADC. So, does it not like what it's being told here? Maybe we need a delay. How do you do a delay in Python? Anyone know? You will know, because you're all really smart. Have another swig. Thanks, Adam. I'm going to take you up on that. That's quite a lot there. Ha! Ugh. It was a fair amount. But there's a lot to get through, and you know it's almost 1 in the morning now. I still look pretty fresh-faced, it seems, which is pretty impressive. Well, I'd say that was the case, Simon, but we could exit. Cancel. Nope. We could have a look at the example, and it will work. Power on and power off. We can do that. If you think that's the case, sudo, okay, we'll shut down. Oh, how do you make it shut down? Oh, hang on. Ah! We'll shut down and then we'll see. Well, we've tried a known script, Simon, and it worked fine. Like we had those 4 pins working just fine. Steve, I tried it. I'm doing shutdown so I can pull the power out and then we'll put it back in again. I didn't want to restart, so it should just shut it off, hopefully. I don't know if the LED is going to flash. Is it just reach target shutdown? Okay, well, fine. We'll just assume that it's shut down. Let's just... There we go. So I know that I know the chip works. I know my setup works, but that's not working. So the example worked fine. And we just copied the code exactly from the example. So that should be fine. I think it must be syntax really, but we'll try the example again and see if anything's changed. God, what a whole, you know, when people do live streams, don't you think they achieve a bit more than this? Usually when I do a live stream, I achieve more than this. I wonder why I'm not achieving more than this. Who knows? It's a mystery, isn't it? It's an absolute mystery. Oh, I know I didn't do the R for the shutdown. I just wanted to take the power out and put it back in again. So I literally unplugged it, put it back in again. So, I want to navigate back to my documents using the arrow keys on here. So if I just run, actually we could have gone back to the examples. Was that going to work? Yeah, okay. So here's a simple test. So it's using the same code as mine. So import the same thing, ADC equals the same thing. And then our function down here, which is essentially the same thing, except they're using I, range for, it does look better than 0, 4, doesn't it? And values I equals ADC dot read underscore and then I gain whatever. And then they're printing it out in a weird way I don't understand. That's fine though. So we're just going to run this. So sudo python, and then what was this? Simple. Oops. So if we run it, it's working just fine. So it's nothing to do with the hardware itself. It's working fine. If I put the pen cap over the top of some stuff, we can see them changing. So if I just get out of that again, and then we'll just jump to documents. And I've got the same code here. Wouldn't it be brilliant if you had windows in here? Like I could just have two side by side. So lighthole x equals adc.read adc. Sorry, I've been ignoring the chat. I apologize. Not ignoring, I've just been concentrating on talking. Steve, mate, you are eternally welcome. If I've ever taught you how to do anything, which is very unlikely, maybe like a tiny thing. If you read the error messages coming from inside the Adafruit code, that's true. And I think it's because I'm calling something I shouldn't, or what I think perhaps is happening, I'm asking for a reading from the ADC it doesn't understand. And that's possibly the reason. So it's my fault, I think. So read ADC X in the range of 4, that should be fine. Lighthole X. I think I might need to throw a delay in here really, because I think I might be calling it too quickly. I'm not sure. So can you help me out with something here, because this bugs me a little bit. So we've got this for loop with the range of 4. That's 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Is the list that I've got in Python, and we've got lighthole equals 0, so the size of 0, times 4. Is that okay just to throw data in, or does the missing space at the mess the whole thing up? Maybe it does. But does that array, I'm going to call it an array, that list, whatever, does that list start at 0 or does it start at 1? So when X in that for loop starts at 1 to 4, does the list start at 1 to 4? How does that work? Well, I would say that we need to, but if we look at the test before, then, oh, I've just run the test. Didn't mean to do that. If we look at the simple test here, we've got ADC equals that, and then we don't do the start. We just read the value. So there's no starting the, we don't need to start the ADC at all. We just need to read it. Do we need to separate ADC objects for each pin? No, according to this, we don't. We just need to read the ADC, and the channel is specified by I, which is underneath the flashing cursor at the moment. And so it goes through those and echoes out the value. Well, I'd rather someone press dislike than no like or nothing. So I'm much happier if someone says something than nothing. Although if you don't like it, leave a short comment, send me an email, send me a tweet, something, some private, whatever. I'm always looking to improve. But don't hold it against me if I say something rude to you, because I might. Anyway, I don't see a problem here. We don't need to start it like we did in the very simple one. So if we look at if we just jump out and have a look at sudo nano continuous. Oh. So in continuous, we had to do adc.start 0. I edited this. It actually just said 0. And I thought I needed to change it. But it said just start that, and then it would get the last result. But we don't need to do that in that other example. Can we see the error message again? Yes, you can. Absolutely. I would be very happy to show you that. So this is the right one, isn't it? So we've got light hole X. I'm just going to do one more little check through. So for X in the range of 4, ADC read X. We're importing it correctly. ADC is correctly imported. Gain equals 1. X is the thingy my bob. 4X in the range of 4. Light hole X. Light hole X. Okay. Oh, I give up. I'm just going to type it myself. Sudo Python radio cube. So here comes your error message. So it says trace back most recent calls. Module check side. In check side light hole. Read X gain. File Linux line 1 radio ADC in write list. Connection timed out. So I need to give it a delay, I think, maybe. Where does gain come from? Not gain. Gain is part of the function. So it's an argument for that function, for the read ADC function, part of that object, the ADC object. Yeah, what I think it is I need to give it some time to be able to read that ADC. I don't think you can do it immediately. How do I do a delay? Anyone know? I need to import time. I've got that. How does anyone remember? I mean, I can jump out and have a look. Let's just jump out and have a look. Because it was in something that I just read about. Oh. So, time sleep. Okay, we'll do that. Oh. Thanks, Robert. I should have just waited, really. I'm not sure this is the reason, but we're just going to do time.sleep, and I'll just copy what you've written. No. So it is exactly the same code, but it isn't working. And so it's got to be to do with the way that I'm using it. Not that one. So it's inside a defined statement. Is that the reason that it doesn't have... Oh. Had a have a nice day in there. Annoying. So we've got check side that gets looped down here. 4x in range of... Oh no. Do you know what? How do you... Is there a way to comment things out? Does anyone know? I want to comment something out. Oh, I'm just going to delete it. Screw it. Console cancel. Control out. Right. Control X. If it prints hello a load of times, it should do it continuously. Why doesn't it do it continuously?
Parliament, the National
Well, we're
People's
getting some
Congress
lovely
in
radio
Daniel.
here. So it won't do it continuously. It's doing it 4 times. 4x in the range of while true. Arrgh. Yeah, I'm sorry, man. I don't know how to make line numbers displayed. So help me out here. So we've got this thing running while true pass. And so it should go through everything again, right? Or does it only operate in what's in here? Let's double check, shall we? So we've got Adafruit, ADS1. Well, we know it's calling the library because it knows where the library is when it's telling us the error. We've got ADC equals Adafruit underscore ADS1 x15 dot ADS 1115 open brackets, close brackets. Yeah, the connection is timed out, which suggests to me that it can't communicate via I2C. But maybe that's not the case, I don't know. It's not getting anything back from the library. What, so this runs once? So do I need to put something in? Did I edit this? I'm not sure this is the code from the last live stream, you know. I mean, I don't know if any of you are here for the last live stream, but we used, it can't be, because we had 3 buttons, and if I pressed any of those buttons, it would change the channel. And it looped for a, oh wait, add event detect. So it had that in the, oh fucking hell. Oh dear, oh dear. Right, well this has been amazing, isn't it? Yeah, you're right. But I'll get 10 times and with loads of ones that aren't accurate, because it will try and connect to the ADC on like a weird value, won't it? I need someone to tell me how to make this loop forever. So if I put in while true, I'm just going to put in, I don't know, maybe it's wrong. Maybe I'm just going to do it. I'm going to put in oh God, where's my cursor gone? No, cancel. Escape. Control C. Yeah, I think while true. Yeah, I guess, but you've got this while true and what? So everything inside this loop here where I'm typing random horrible text, that will continue forever. But everything else above is the setup. Is that right? I see. That makes sense. So let's do this. So print let's just tell it to print one of the ADC values, shall we? ADC dot read underscore ADC brackets 0 bracket, no, comma, gain equals gain. Don't know why I said it like that. And then another bracket, I guess. And then we'll do time dot sleep bracket 0.5 end bracket. Right, that should, does that work? And then we'll get rid of this. How many, just gonna put 1 in. Oh, there we go. There we go. Overwrite, yes, exit. Oh, who's leaving? I can't tell. I thought someone was leaving there for a second. You arseholes. I just thought everyone was leaving. I didn't say that. I just drunk too much now. Right, okay, let's try and run this again. Sudo nano python radiocube. Do something. Rad ADC. This is the problem. You know, when you write code when you're a little bit tipsy, you literally have no idea what you're typing. Rad ADC. Rad. Look at that. None of you thought to say overwrite, yes, exit. It's outrageous. I blame you all. There we go. What's it going to do now? Some other shit. Line 192 in read ADC. Line 128 in read ADC. Line 127 in read ADC. I literally have no idea. Like, why would that be a problem? I don't really blame you. I love you guys. Literally the only thing that means that I can actually even do something remotely intelligent sometimes. You know, every time I do a video, literally every time, someone always says, and this is like the worst kind of question I ever get ever, and it makes me cringe, and I always have to just go and just relax. It's, why don't you do it this way? But every time someone says that, and why don't you do it this way, is always means you've done it a stupid way. Why don't you do it a better way? Always, it always means that, always. But I always have to just go and realize that you are correct. You know, there is always a better way. Right, the last one that I did, and I really hope the guy that said it isn't in here, but he was right. I'd never heard of it, though, to be honest. And I got a little bit defensive, I have to say. So I did this subscribe account thing, right? And all I did was use my current knowledge, what I know, and my job as well. So I'm like a digital content officer is my title. But I do web stuff. I do PHP, I do JavaScript. So I use that to be able to get this YouTube subscribe account thing going. And so I didn't need to learn anything new. I just used what I already knew. And that was great. It meant that I was confident enough in my knowledge to tell you how to do something, which is, I will never ever label something as a tutorial unless I'm super confident, at least these days, super confident in what I'm telling you. But anyway, this guy said, why don't you just use the YouTube API library? And I was like, fuck. Oh, he's absolutely right. There is that. So never mind. It's none of your fault. It's all mine. So what have I done wrong? Robert, is the ADC line correct? I don't think there is an error in the line. We've got this horrible for loop here. So let's get rid of that. We don't need that. Let's get rid of these add events. Let's get rid of everything that isn't appropriate. That's not just normal code. Let's try and make it as close to the example as possible. That's the easiest thing, right? Right, so running, all it does is just says the Boolean is running or whatever. So while true, we're just going to print out this thing. So Control O, write out, Control X. Let's run it again. Define indentation error. There's always some indentation error. Sudo nano radio q pi. What do you mean it has to be lower than 4? Crashes on the 4th loop. So what, does it need to be 3? But in the example it's 4. Oh, we forgot to zero out that. Let's just zero out that as well. Unexpected indentation block. Oh yeah, we've got that. Yeah, the PHP is, you spend a lot of time programming PHP, high times. I'm embarrassed. Crashed on the 4th loop, mind you, one of my PHP programs. Oh, I love PHP. You can achieve a lot with it, and it doesn't take a lot to do it. The thing is, I'm too old now to learn too many things new, and I quite like the way my job is. So I'm not going to be doing an awful lot. I made something recently, which is, you guys can take a look at if you want to. I think you all know or can find out that I work for De Montfort University, but I made this thing and it's not public, so I'd rather you didn't make it public, but it's my website, davidjwatts.com, map.davidjwatts.com is the web address for it, and I made it. So it's based off of WordPress, and it's a plugin and theme I wrote for the thing, and it works pretty well. It's kind of cool. So that's the thing I wrote recently. Anyway, I don't understand what's going on here. So it doesn't like, I'm going to take everything out, absolutely everything. So radio's fine. We're going to leave that. We're going to leave that. We're going to get rid of popen. We're going to get rid of everything else. Absolutely everything. Apart from print. Oh no, we need that. We also need probably need that. Oh, do you know what? We've got these GPIO. Oh my word, it's this, isn't it? We've got these pull-ups. We've got pull-ups for the buttons here. Are we pulling up the lines the chip needs to communicate? F word me. F word. Really loud F word. Like, for heaven's sake. Jeez Louise. Jeez Louise. Oh, that gets you right. That gets you right there when you find out what it is, doesn't it? Jeez Louise. For heaven's sake. Every time I say for heaven's sake, you know what I actually mean, right? You can write in the chat. It's not blocked. Probably not. I don't think. Okay, well, I'm going to just write that out. We'll save that. We've just commented stuff out and we'll run it again. For heaven's sake. No, it still doesn't like it. What the hell? Oh, I don't know. Let's have a look again. What are we doing? I'm literally getting rid of everything. We're getting rid of everything it doesn't need. That should absolutely work. Oh, fuck it. We're going to go back to this. Right, we're rewriting this. I don't care. I'm pressing tab. Tab's the right thing, is it? They're not tabbed. We're tabbing it. So for Rx in range bracket 4 colon. That's not a colon, that's a colon. Tab. No, don't need an extra. I'm just going to tab again. We'll see. I wish I could use my mouse scroll wheel here. Let's get rid of light hole. Control K. And Control U. Using all the commands, guys. You notice that? I've now got 2 lines of code. What do you mean I've got 2 lines of code? I'm just getting rid of that for loop. For x in a range of that light hole. Oh, no, I don't want that. X equals ADC dot read underscore ADC. And we're literally writing the example again now. It's ridiculous. X comma gain equals gain bracket. And then while we're still in the for loop, oh shit, is that right? I'm not quite sure. How do I print all the... do you know what? We're just going to do it in here. print, oops, light hole. Can I do that? Is that right? Do I need brackets around it? You said equals and typed minus. Thank you. You get a gold star, Steve. Although someone else might have said it, but thank you. Robert. But it's always fucking Robert. I'm sorry. It's always Blue and Robert who corrects me. Always. Right. If this doesn't work, and we might have to kill me. What is it? What is that error? Why is... Right. Okay. I'm going to show you a different window here. Let's have a look. Is it that one? No. That one? No, it's not that one. Okay, display capture. That one. Okay. So in this window here, wrong keyboard. So this is the example of the simple test. I can't read the chat while I'm looking at this, unfortunately, but this is the example of the simple test. This is what we were playing with. You import Adafruit, ADS1, blah, 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 blah. You do your ADC. We looked at this in Nano. We could see it before. And then we set our gain as 1. And then I assume this is just some weird kind of way of printing the stuff, but all we're doing is printing out a value, right? So it's just doing our columns, right? While true, we're printing a value, well, we're creating these values, right? So this is the same way as creating the list that we did before. I don't understand this whole 0 times 4 thing, but I get it now because you guys explained it. And we've got for I in the range of 4. Values I equals adc.read adc. I gain equals gain. And then we're printing the ADC values out. I don't see what I'm doing that's any different at all. We're doing the same stuff. Do you not think, is that not the same? I can try gain equals 1 instead of gain. Let's do that now. I think otherwise I'm going to have to write this off as being I'm too drunk to be playing with the Raspberry Pi tonight. It might be that. X with the what? X wasn't set either, by the way. Is it not? Right, but continue along the hardware since it's timed out. Maybe one of the wires could have got dislodged, or you arranged a radio charger, perhaps. Okay, well let's try the oh, I didn't want to sudo nano it. I wanted to sudo python. You might totally be wrong. Oh God, please don't let that be the case. It can't communicate because of a wire being dislodged. Oh no, because we edited simple tests, so let's try Python continuous. Okay. I don't understand. Ugh. Well, that's what I did, mate, Sasquatch. I removed all of my superfluous code and just compared it to the example. And now I'm just hunting to see if there's a wire that's the wrong fucking way around. That's in the address line, that's in the frickin' thingy-mabob. They all appear to be right and everything's plugged in. I don't know, it was working 5 minutes ago. Okay, sudo python. What other examples are there? Let's have a look. So there's comparator. What does that do? F it. Sudo. Right. Screw this shit. I mean, crap. Read the chat, please. Sorry. Oh, so it was those GPI pins that I thought. So we just needed to reboot. I'm sorry. Look, you guys are always about like 30 seconds behind. And by the time I've got this idea on my head, I'm like a million miles an hour trying to figure it out. So, sorry. Oh God, and now I've deleted loads of code from that thing that we were doing. Flipping hell. Oh. God, it's 1:30. I love you guys though, so I'll stay up for a bit. Maybe 2. I might need to go for a wee though, so I'll do that in a minute. Shall I just have a quick, let's have a look at the code. So, no, actually we can use the up keys, can't we? So we want to go CD, documents, we want to get to documents. I can see the chat scrolling along. It's just so hard when I'm trying to press the up arrows. Hang on a minute. I'll be there in a sec. I'm getting there. Sudo nano radio keep, there we go. Simon, thanks for the comment. It does remember what I do with the configuration pins. Is it now done, or do I need to unpower the damn thing? Or... Oh, Simon, I don't save anything on GitHub. I barely know how that works. But I did just comment it out, so it's still there. So all I want to do is figure out what's going on with Lighthole, the frickin' Lighthole. So let's try and run this, shall we? If we just try and sudo python Lighthole. Tab's not working here. Lighthole. Oh no, it wasn't Lighthole, was it? It was radio. Getting obsessed with the thing. Oh my word! There it is. Boom. I don't know why I said that. I'm not saying that again. So, I'm really not. That was the worst thing I've ever said. So now it's just scrolling along at a ridiculous rate. Let's just stop that because it's too much. Oi, Eric, you cool your jets, brother. Tell us what you had to eat, because I'm starting to get a little bit peckish, you know. It's been a long time. Yeah, it's been difficult. Basically, what's happened here is Simon and the guys have been bullying the crap out of me. Mainly Simon, actually. And it's kind of, you know, like those films where you get bullied a lot and eventually you get up stronger and suddenly it's like dan da da dan da da dan da da dan dan da da dan da da dan da da dan da dan da dan da dan. It's like that. It's like a Rocky moment for me. I've been bullied by chat for so long that now I'm going to have my Rocky moment and I'm going to come out fighting. It's not even remotely like that. These guys have been a huge help, and they told me how to make it work, thankfully, because I'm just too freaking tipsy to understand. They've been brilliant. Yeah, really good. What did you have for food? I did all of that out loud, didn't I? I don't think it's Eye of the Tiger, is it? I don't know. Anyway, it's working. So let's just go back into our code. Nano. We're going to put all this stuff back in. I don't care about whether it might ruin it. We're going to just try it from scratch now that we're not doing this. We're not doing these GPIO pins actually, are we? Because that's what messed us up before. So we can leave all of this, the variables, we can leave the definitions. These are our functions essentially. So for those of you not familiar with Python, and Simon or someone else will correct me, and I imagine some of you aren't, maybe many of you, but and I certainly wasn't when I started doing it at all familiar. It's a mystery to me. But to define a function, you say def function. It's like def jam or something like that. And so you define these functions in here. You don't have open and closing brackets. No open and closing brackets for you. Not allowed them. Even if it makes you feel more comfortable about your code, you cannot have them. We want GPIO event detect. Oops, that's not. Where's? There we go. So let's just check we've got no other things messing around with GPIOs here. Oops. Just get rid of that. And we're good. And so it should still work, he says. Honestly, we've been doing this for a while, haven't we? 1:30. Are you all ready? You ready for this? Are you ready for this? Anyway, there we go. Oh no, it doesn't work. Flip. Okay. You know this isn't being made live after the fact, right? You know I'm not going to make this live after this is over. So, oh, I need to do Control C. There we go. Sudo nano, what's the problem? File ready module print name error light hole is not defined. Have I spelled it wrong? Or did I just delete it? Don't tell me that was a mistake the whole time. No, it wasn't. We definitely did this. I remember doing it. There we go. That's right. Yeah, we definitely. Oh no, it's not defined before the function. That better not have been the problem. Okay, so light hole still not refined. Light hole with a capital. 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 What am I doing wrong, guys? Electro Noob. I don't think anything about me would ever be epic. So I'm not sure. I doubt it. Oh, Sasquatch, you get. You moved one line to... Oh, for heaven's sake, where are they? Look, don't look. What I do? Why I need you back? Oh, why not? I think it's perfect. He's on my right code and drinking late at night while attempting. You defined it inside the loop. Does anyone think Lighthole sounds funny? I mean, is it just me? I don't even need these. I don't know why I'm using them. I'm not quite there yet. Lighthole equals 0 times x. Yeah, I thought I'd done that up here. Is that all right? Let me have a look. Sorry, I'm behind on the chat, so let me just catch up. Yeah, it's only right. Of course, Lighthole. Change this episode. Moderately epic. It's not moderately epic at all. Eric in here has got like 20. Something like 20, is that right, Eric? You can tell everyone, it's fine. I'm going to your channel right now to have a look. Yeah, like, he's got the whole world in his hands, basically, which is another song, by the way, just in case anyone doesn't know. Control L. Does that do something? Oh, yeah. Okay. 4 times 4? What? Miss the equal. Okay, hang on a minute. Let's go up and have a look. Oh, yes, I did. Yes, I did. You beautiful man. Dave Darko, you are always the best. Ah, right, I'm going to ask you a question now, and I sort of need you all to agree, or at least the vocal ones agree. And if I notice the people watching drop down loads, and not just because it's really fucking late at night, but is it awful if I swear like I just did accidentally? Right out. Because sometimes I swear, you know, it's not great, it's not big, it's not clever, but sometimes. We're running it again. Oh, look at that. Oh, what was that? Oh, I'm going to wait for that. And we're going to... There was an error. Did you see that? Oh, no, it wasn't an error. That was it running the audio thing. Let's turn it on. Okay.
All of them die prematurely.
Oh, it is playing the radio.
Breathing in that dirty air.
Let's turn it off again and we'll close it down, and it should have shut it off. Yeah, I only hear static. We'll play that again. Pseudo Python radio keeper. And when you see that thing pop up on the screen, there.
There's a lot of heavy industry.
That's what that is. It's playing audio.
South.
It wasn't an error like I thought it was. Oh, God, I love you guys. You helped me sort it out. You know, even if I wasn't really pissed, I still wouldn't have figured it out. Especially that GPIO bit. I mean, hell. None of you figured it out either. I had to figure it out. I think it's probably about time we finish. I've achieved nothing apart from being drunk and talking to you on stream. So there's that, I guess. There's still this much whiskey left though. So if you want me to stay and chat for a while, I can do. But I'm not going to do any more coding now. I think I'm done. I've broken enough stuff. I think what I need to do is wake up tomorrow and have another game. Another game? Another go. But if you guys want to chat about stuff, that would be very cool. So just let me know. Show us your boobies. No. I don't have very good boobies. Rebuild the hardware. The hardware's fine. We're not going to solder anything tonight. Mate, I will burn myself. Paul, you missed most of the sober stuff. Well, I say sober stuff, but it wasn't sober stuff. It was, I was still drunk, but not too worried about being drunk at that point. Oh, there was something I wanted to talk to you about. Oh yeah, you know that I'm doing 4K video, right? Which, it's a lot bigger task than you imagine. I had to, this is in reference to my wish list. My wish list is for me as well as it is if anyone's really massively rich. So I buy stuff off my wish list. So I bought some 8 gig of DDR3 Vengeance RAM. It's the same RAM that's already in my computer. So now I've got 16, I don't know why do I go for that? Why? I've got 16 gig of RAM in my computer now. So it'll help me do 4K video, which, trust me, is really difficult. I wonder if I can bring it up. Network, yeah, there we go. Electronics. Let's see, something, if I bring up my YouTube video, typing it in the wrong one, YouTube. Okay, what was the most recent video? Okay, so actually the part 4 outdoor temperature, what is that? Ugh. Part 4 outdoor temperature logging with ESP8266. That was a 4K video, right? And it is 7 minutes long, apparently. So we're back with this glorious beast. I don't know if you can hear that, but it is 2.5 gigabytes for 7 minutes. Now, there's not a lot of movement in that video, and you still see the pie screen. I know I'm not changing anything. Would you like me to make me bigger or what? I can do that. Oh, well, it just moves that thing. We're sort of done with all the other stuff now. We won't be doing any more on that. Type jobs. There you go. Do you want me to press enter? So yeah, I bought 16 gig of RAM because it marginally, literally marginally, maybe by like 20%. That's maybe more than marginal, but by about 20% improves the speed of rendering for 4K video, for any video really. And so I bought this RAM. And that's what I use my wish list for, is for stuff like this. Anything big, I'll save up for. And so I've improved it for 4K, but blooming heck, does 4K eat up your storage? I'll give you an example of a thing I did recently. Something like, okay, the beating heart of electronics, that Lazy Sunday video, it takes up 57 gigabytes of hard disk space because that is the size of the video files for that one video. The latest video, It's Alive Raspberry Pi, is 6.7 gigabytes. Not very big because a lot of it's screen capture. The previous one, which was Raspberry Pi Zero Wi-Fi modification, is 29 gigabytes. So it's 30 gigabytes. The subscriber count video is 9 gigabytes. The TV video, the little thing, is 17 gigabytes. It's just destroying my hard drive space. So right now I have, how can I share this with you? Not that. Properties, window capture. Okay, there you go. No? You can't see that, can you? Okay. Oh no, there you go. So this is how much space I've got left. I've got no space really. I've got my backup drive. This is where I store backups for stuff on my computer. It's also where I store backups for music. We've got data, which is everything on my computer basically, and then my external backup, which is where I store everything important. And I'm running out of space. Look, you've got 36.1 gig free and 144 gig free there. It's outrageous. I am going to just have to get some more hard drives or get some external backups or stop doing 4K video, I guess. I don't know, is 4K worth it, do you think? Do you enjoy the higher bitrate it affords or the actual extra resolution that it gives you? I know one guy told me that he liked the 4K thing and on his 4K TV it looked cool, but I don't know if any of you watch it. I mean, I don't mind doing it in 4K because when you downscale it to 1080p, it looks a lot better than 1080p on its own. It really does. Like the details really pop. It's instantly obvious to anyone who's a video editor to see that 4K footage is far superior to 1080p. And I edit video every day. It's like my job. I do video and image editing and web development. And so I know it's better, but the requirements of using it are just phenomenal. I was going to say another F word. Well, phenomenal is not an F word, but it sounds like an F. So I don't know. Oh, so YouTube compresses it a lot, does it? And everyone else is fine with 1080p. Yeah, I have it. You have a job running in the background. Oh, so you want me to press? I don't really understand. Sorry, mate. Simon is a very patient man. Well, I say he's patient. Maybe not so patient. He says, okay, I give up. You have a job running in the background at David Watts. So he's angry at me. But it's fine because I love him because he's helped me out a lot. But I don't know what that means. I'm not as informed as everyone else, but I think he probably means that my OMX player on the Raspberry Pi is still running and he'd like me to check it out in some fashion. But he will pop in, I'm sure, and tell me. I'm just going to watch the chat and wait for him to tell me off because I know it's coming. I know it's coming. Shall I do it? Shall I do it now? Okay, jobs. No, job. Jobs. Well, it doesn't tell me anything. Okay. I don't really know. I don't know. Anyway, I think it's probably time we end this, isn't it? It's been 3 hours. This is outrageous. Do you know what? Has this been awful? I mean, from a professional standpoint, when you look at me as someone that might know what they're doing occasionally, and don't tell me that you don't think that's true, because some people do think it's true. They think I know what I'm doing. It's outrageous. No, honestly. I've been too drunk to know what I'm doing, so I think this is going to be one of these private streams. What keeps saying have a nice day? I have no idea what keeps saying have a nice day. Eric, you card, you're such a card. Yeah, it comes at the end of the OMX player, so it always says have a nice day. Flip me. Yeah, the have a nice day bit comes at the end of OMX player. And I didn't mean to mute myself. Where was I? I was looking at the chat and I was replying to someone. I wasn't trolling, I promise. I was just too pissed to realise that all I was doing. We could do maker charades, honestly. We definitely could do that. Although anything you do now could be made by that lady that makes the awful robots. You know, that kind of... Anything like that. The awful robots are brilliant. I love those. Are we done? Does anyone have any questions before I go? Because I've got a little bit of whiskey, so I don't mind hanging around for 10 minutes and then we'll leave. But if anyone's got no questions, we will be done with it. And we'll draw a singular line across this whole affair and say, do you know what? Do you know what, Watts? That's enough. We've done it now, and we don't need to go any further with this. We don't need to mention the stream again, and we'll just start again. So if we're at that point, then I'm fine. We'll leave. I'll close it down. But if you want to ask more questions, then go ahead. Well, look, mate, I would love to get proper audio gear. The problem is, right, I'll show you, in fact. I'm using proper audio gear. I'm using a Zoom H1 with a lavalier microphone. And this is what I use on all of my videos. And they sound perfectly fine. Problem is, when you plug it into a blooming computer, you're going through the computer's crappy sound card. You're powering it from USB, which has its own noise problems on its own. And then you're dealing with, you know, whatever else goes on in sound card land, whatever. I would love to have a better audio thing, but I need to save up about 100 quid for that. So it's going to have to wait until after the camera, unfortunately. My upload speed is 19 megabits per second. I am uploading now at 6,500. Let's see, 6,500 kilobytes. I don't know, something like that. My lavalier microphone for video is the JK044 or something like that. I can't remember. I wrote it in a video ages ago, but it sounds great in normal video because it's not having to go through this whole stupid through the lavalier cable into the device, into the microphone. Into the device through the audio, the USB audio thing, and then into my computer. I've got an external mixer as well. I've got the Creative Audigy 4. However, I don't know how to use it. Someone gave it to me for free, but it doesn't have the inputs that I would like. Plus, the mic I've got needs boosting, and I don't know how it works. I think getting that kind of level of stuff is just too much for me, really. I don't need that kind of it's like an abstraction from what I'm doing here. I'm just happy just to plug in and go and talk to you guys. I don't mind talking to the camera. I imagine all of you guys are there, like behind that thing. So I just don't need any more separation. What I would like is a little mic that I can stick here or there or wherever, and then I don't have to worry about this thing that's attached to my chest and having a cable. That means I can't move away. That would be good. Eventually I'll do that. Someone just said, "Are the glasses 4K?" I can't even find the glasses now. Can't see them. Hang on a minute. I'll get them. There they are. I found them. There they are. The glasses are frickin' nerdy. Not the biggest fan of these things. What, looking straight at you? Yeah, it's weird, isn't it? Oh God, this whiskey's tasting worse. Why is that? Is that because I've drunk so much? Drunk so much of it. Is that what it is? I think I'm going to bed now. Unless anyone's got any questions, and I'll answer them quickly. Just if you have a question, I tell you what. Let's do this thing. Let's find an appropriate emoticon. Does anyone do emoticons or emojis? Sorry, emoticons. So 1990s, isn't it? What's a good emoticon? Can anyone suggest a good emoticon for a question? Maybe a magnifying glass. That's quite good. Or is there a big question mark maybe? There is. Okay. So if you have a question, wrong answer. If you have a question, put that. If you have a comment, you can use something else. That makes it easier. And then I know, if I see that little emoticon now, I'll be like, yes, I'm going to answer that question because that guy did the emoticon. Emoji. Oh my God. Just don't do any streams anymore, David. It's the last stream. No one heard that. Okay, so no one's got any questions. I don't ever say the Y word, ever. Right. Oh, everyone do a little thumbs up emoticon if we're done. Because Emojicon, look, they're in the bottom, next to the commenticon. You can find them. Steve. Usually I don't drink, but the thing is, it's Saturday night and I was at a loss. I had no mates to go out with, and usually I love to go out I feel so lonely on a weekend if I don't go out. I like to get fairly tipsy and then come home and sleep till like about 1 o'clock in the afternoon on a Sunday, and then I will roll out of bed. I'll probably have some shreddies, and then I will make an electronics kit. Tomorrow is going to be a really good one, by the way. It's going to be, this is, well, I'm not going to publish this, you might well know. It will be a watch. I'm making an actual watch you put on your wrist, like a little PCB acrylic case watch. I think that's the one I'm going to do. If not, it will be a it's not on your wrist. I don't know why I'm doing that. Frequency something, spectrum, no, audio thing. It's like an audio thing with spectrum frequency analyzer thing. That's it. I'm not doing Sunday streams live. There's no way. Do you know how long they take? Sometimes they take like over an hour, well over an hour, and I record like more than I should do. One time I recorded more than 128 gigs of footage and had to delete a load of stuff, then go back and record more. It was outrageous. 128 gigs. Do you know how long that took to transfer from an SD card to my computer? It was, well, that was beyond real. Well, anyway. Oh God, people are using the emoticon. That's great. Do you like Star Trek? Yes, I do. Me and my dad used to watch Star Trek when I was a kid a lot. I loved it. We started off watching The Next Generation. You'll know about, I guess if you're asking the question, you know about Star Trek. So we started off watching The Next Generation, which is like this utopian society sort of, and that come against all these societies that think a bit differently to them, and they also deal with some internal politics and all that kind of stuff. Anyway, I freaking loved it. That utopian society where everyone's equal, there are no gender issues, there are no sexuality issues, there are no there's no racism. People can just get along as they please. There is, though, however, in Star Trek, nerdism. There really is. Do you remember Barclay in Star Trek? And even anyone that likes nerdy stuff, they totally called him out for it, for liking nerdy things. Annoying. Anyway, I guess that's just TV, isn't it? But still. I love the fact that Star Trek's so open and cool. I like that. Sorry, Electro Noob. I just answered. It was behind. It was just. It takes a while to get there. And by the way, TNG, as you put it, The Next Generation is my favourite just because I used to watch it with my dad and my family. But I like Voyager quite a lot. Although I don't watch any of that stuff anymore. I wish they'd come up with something new. That Enterprise series that came later, I watched all of that too. But apparently they're working on something new, which would be, I'm excited about, obviously, because it's going to be freaking cool. Barclay doing his whole hologram experiments was awesome. Oh, Steve, you have just mentioned one of my favourite episodes ever. Damrock and Jalad Tanagra. What was it? It's Oh, and When the Walls Fell Down. What was that? Do you remember? When the Walls Fell, that was it. Something around that. That literally was one of my favourite episodes. It was just genius kind of stuff. I really liked it. My belly's rumbling because I've not eaten. I think Steve will remember what I just said. I think he'll know. Oh, that's it. His arms wide, yeah. Shaka when the walls fell. Yeah, that was cool, wasn't it? We're all such freaking nerds, aren't we? Jeez. Anyway, I mean, I can just sit here drinking until I finish this and then go to bed if you like. Do you know what there's that, we're not even talking about technology now, but Logan. Have you seen the trailer for Logan? Not a big fan of Wolverine. I like the idea of it. I'm never really a comic guy, so it doesn't really interest me. I think he's too cocky. Don't like the character too much. But I saw a trailer for Logan, and it had a Johnny Cash song in that. Well, it's not a Johnny Cash song. It's a Nine Inch Nails song called "Hurt," and I'm sure you all heard it years ago when Johnny Cash came out with it on his American 5 album. But holy crap, that is a good trailer. With Patrick Stewart and what's his face? I can't remember. But that is good. I cannot wait to watch it. I spoke to my mate Dave. I've got a mate Dave. He's my best mate. He's called Dave. It's weird, isn't it? We're going to go and watch it soon. He says it's going to be great. He goes by reviews and stuff. So if there's a review that says it's good, then he'll go and watch it. Whereas I like stuff, I just like the trailer, and I'll go. But we're going to go and watch it, so I can't wait. It's going to be awesome. But it seems really emotional, like an end of the hero's kind of time, except for there's a little girl who's probably a little hero, whatever. But Patrick Stewart and what's his face, can't remember his name. He's a good looking guy as well. I don't know who he is. What's his name? Don't know. Anyway, he's in it. Wolverine is in it, is what I mean. All right, I'll finish the whiskey and then it'll be done. We'll be done. I wonder if I can you make, is there like, do you remember on the Commodore 64, right? I'm going to show it to you. Oh, I'm just typing the wrong thing. Can't type. Is it Willow pattern? No, it's not. There used to be this pattern that you could write in the C64. There it is. Hang on a minute. It's this. I'm going to write it in here. 10 print. And someone old will see this and realise what it is. 10 print. And I used to think this was the coolest shit in the world. Honestly. it was amazing. If you ever did this around a mate's house, or if you ever did it anyway, is that a plus sign? It is. Someone would go, oh my God, you're such a hacker. I pressed I there. I mean, that won't work, obviously, but you get the idea. This, honestly, it would mess up your screen. It would be so cool. I love BASIC. By the way, I've got a Commodore 64, and we're going to be bringing it in to do some user port programming, because I just love that stuff. Night Marcus, I see you're off. It was nice to have you in here. Thank you very much for coming along. I appreciate it. Eric says he'll be in Denmark in May. Should meet up for a pint. God, mate, I can't go to just Denmark to meet up for a pint. That's a long way to go. Dr. Mr. Ooh. Is that even not? No, it's just Dr. Mr., isn't it? Look, I'm a big fan of the Commodore 64. I really do like it. Do you know what? I've got that Spectrum that I really want to make work, but it's got this stupid membrane issue, and I've got to really sort it out. But I don't want to spend like 15 quid sorting it out. Maybe it's better just to buy one. I'm not sure. Maybe I'll sort it out. Robert, you're not using the emoticon question. I'm just saying, but I will answer your question anyhow. I live in Leicestershire in the UK, but I don't have the Leicestershire accent. Yeah, actually, it looks like The Matrix, basically, for Commodore 64. That's essentially what it is. It's The Matrix. Eric, I would come to Canada in a second. I just need some money to go, so you'll have to give me a little while. I'll do it, honestly. My nan, my auntie, lives in, is it Elizabeth? No, hang on, what's it called? It's near Niagara Falls. It's a city, town. I want to call it Elizabeth, but it's not right, is it? Let's have a quick look on the map. Niagara. I'm typing that in the wrong bit. I can't spell either. It's because it's the keyboard in front of me. Niagara Falls. On a map. Show me the world. Show me the world. No, I don't know. Catherine's? St. Catherine's. Yeah, St. Catherine's. That's where she lives. She lives in St. Catherine's. So I could go there. Is that near you? Edward, thank you very much. Are you off to bed? Dr. Messer, you're in Japan? Mate, I'm going to Japan soon. I say soon. I want to. I'm saving up. It costs a bit to get there. It takes a blooming long time. But I've been saving for a while. I was half tempted to spend the money I've saved to go to Japan on a camera, but I think experiences mean more than things. So I've been saving up for like 2 years to go to Japan. So, gonna do it. What have you posted, Electro Noob? I'm opening it up. Oh. Oh, wow. I've just lost the stream. What have I done? Have you hacked my channel in some way there? Okay, I got it wrong. Have I considered meeting up with... Hang on, let's see if I can... Have I considered meeting up with Mike's Electric Stuff? Well, Mike, first of all, is possibly... No, he is. He's probably the... No, he is. Probably. He's probably the... Why do I keep saying probably? It's because I don't know for sure, I guess. But he's probably the most intelligent person there is on YouTube talking about electronics. He's so knowledgeable. He knows more about anything than I do. Like, I'm the embodiment of a noob on YouTube. All I can do is just make a nice video. That's it. And once I learn about something, I'll make a video and it seems like I know what I'm talking about. But honestly, I get my syntax in C code for Arduino. PHP, I don't know, Jack. You know, all these people that you've mentioned, Julian, BigClive.com, they all know way more than me. Julian's just hit 100,000 subscribers. He's going to get his big button soon. BigClive.com's done the same. I don't know about Mike's Electric Stuff. No idea. We'll see. I don't know. But if any of you are ever in Leicester, which is where I live, hit me up on Twitter and I'll buy you a pint. Maybe. We'll see. Julian is from a very different part of the UK than me. I am currently in the Midlands, which is the middle of the UK. Julian is kind of southern, quite far southern, although that's where I grew up. My accent is called received pronunciation because I say grass instead of grass and bath instead of bath. But my accent originally comes from Cambridgeshire, however it's been pretty dirtied by Leicestershire. Now received pronunciation comes from around the Birmingham area originally, that's where it originated. Which sounds weird because you have that Birmingham. I can't do it. I can't do the accent. Birmingham. I can't. No, it's terrible. Anyway, you'd have that weird accent, the Birmingham accent. But actually, received pronunciation comes from there, typically, from years and years and years and years and years ago. So my accent's not that. But Julian's definitely southern. Definitely. I like Paul's channel art. It actually looks like you. Is that actually you? Sorry, I'm really far behind on the chart there. Oh mate, if I could talk to Bib Clive for a while, it would be great. I bet we'd have a really great conversation. He seems like such a fucking lovely, flipping lovely guy. He does really sound like a really nice guy. I think, I mean, maybe I'm wrong. Is Big Clive a gay bloke? I'm not sure. Maybe he's not. I don't know. Don't want to suggest anything. I need someone to sort out my channel art at some point. I mean, freaking hell, it's bad. See, you know, I say that I'm a digital content guy, right? I do that, but I do it within brand guidelines. So I have like a range of colors I can use. So I don't know what colors go together. I'm really terrible at it. My stuff is just poor. I don't know. I haven't tried for years. It's just boxes on boxes and then and the best picture of me I could muster. So I'm definitely not a graphic designer. It's not my bag. I don't know what colours go together. I don't know whether I'm like colourblind or an idiot. One of those things, probably. David's right. Clive's house should be easy to find at night. He will have the very first multicoloured LED fairy lights hanging on his trellis outside. If anyone remembers that video. Oh, Steve's right. Colour wheels are great. I use them at work. However, for banners and stuff, you need something impactful, and I just can't. It's the only graphics I have to draw from are my face or some electronics. So I don't know. It's not going to be me. Anyway, I think we're winding down a little bit now. There are less people here these days. Right now. If you are watching in the chat and have not commented, because I don't think there are like 40 people in the chat and I've not seen 40 individuals. I don't know, I don't really want to ask you to say like or whatever. That's not really fair, is it? But if you could, I don't know. I'd like to know what you think of it. So hit me up privately or whatever. That'd be great. Robert says, do I know Ralph Bacon? Robert, is that a joke? I'm not sure. I don't know Ralph Bacon. Is it like a Kevin Bacon thing? I'm not sure. And Eric says, interested in joining me on a live show again sometime. Abso-freaking-lutely. I love hanging out with you, Eric. It was really fun last time. I don't know what we talk about because all of these guys know me and all of your people know me probably. And I'm no expert in anything. So I'm sure we can just chat about stuff. That's fine. Or we could both get drunk together. Drink for drink. You answer a question, I answer a question. We drink. How's that? I peaked at 63 watches. That's incredible. 63 brilliant peeping toms who I love dearly and would get my nipples out for. Ralph S. Bacon, a YouTuber. So, what does he do? What does Bacon do? Any of you guys watch Cien Lol? Cien Lol. I don't know. Let me have a look at this Bacon dude. Ralph Bacon, was it? I'm typing it in a thing. Oh, I hate having two keyboards. Ralph Bacon. Was it Ralph? Now I'm... Do I watch Ralph Bacon? Yeah, it was Bacon. YouTube's... right, okay, I'm not alone in this, I'm sure. Is anyone else getting older and they refer to things like YouTube or Twitter as YouTubes or the Twitters? Does anyone else say that, or is it just me, or am I just getting that from like the media? What is going on there? Why do I say that? Especially when I'm around younger people. Why do I make it sound like I don't know enough about it? Because I do know more about it than them. Like some of the kids I work with at my job, right, they're vloggers or bloggers or whatever you want to call them, but they've got like 300 subscribers and they've only just started on YouTube, and I'm like, oh yeah, on the YouTubes. Like, I don't know what I'm talking about. I should talk to them about it properly, but I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm like an idiot. It's an old thing to do, isn't it? Anyway, I can't find Ralph Bacon. Ralph S. Bacon. Is it Ralph S. Bacon? S. Bacon. That's all I can find. Ralph. Ah, there it is. Yeah, Ralph S.
Welcome, my name's Ralph Bacon. This is my channel all about Arduinos and the compatibles and the bits that go around the outside to make you...
Hang on a minute. I'm going to repeat what he says.
Welcome,
my name is Ralph Bacon, and this is a channel all about Arduinos and compatibles and the bits that go around the outside. He sounds brilliant. I love him already. Subscribed. Ah, I love new people. I absolutely love finding new people. What was the other one? There was another CN Ha. CN Ha. Totally kidding. I don't know how to pronounce that, but I'm going to copy it and paste it. No way. Does Ralph have a cat? I'm scrolling down chat. Sorry, I missed a lot. I'm getting there. Okay. Let's try out CN. How do you say that? Someone write it phonetically in the chat for me.
Hi, I'm Charles. I'm a Christian electrical engineer, and I make tons of wacky electronics projects and push all the limits I can find.
Well, this guy
Sometimes my
is
projects are kind
awesome.
of small, and sometimes they're kind of big.
I can't.
Normally,
How do I
they're
show
things
it?
nobody
Hang
has
on.
ever done before. Often, they're pretty retro and confusing. I love running Minecraft on a wood router, or even a redstone
I'm watching the
farm.
guy's thing.
I often do things that shouldn't work or don't make any sense, but I always have fun doing it.
Oh,
So
he looks
flying
cool.
and lighting, not everything's got
Why would you do that?
I've got some pretty cool friends who do some pretty cool things too. Most things are science or technology related.
I'm
One
just
thing I
sorry. I'm
always
enjoying
try
this.
to do in all of my videos is that make sure that you will learn something, whether it be about non-Euclidean geometry or just plain old geometry. I always try to take the time to document and explain and teach everything the best I can. So if this is the kind of thing you want to see more of, hit that subscribe button. Thanks.
Okay, so he likes to teach people stuff. I don't always want to do that, but he sounds like a really nice guy. Let's subscribe. I subscribe to quite a few people. Lots. Lots and lots and lots and lots and lots. And I watch most of their videos. So that's cool. What else have we got? Who else have you suggested? Mate, what is going on? Grasslinger. I've just pressed Control-C on the wrong thing. Control-C. Grasslinger. Let's have a look. Okay, you're going to have to tell me which one it is because it's looking a bit freaky over here. Who is that? Is that it? Is that the guy? Girl? Whatever. It doesn't matter. But that's quite an odd picture, isn't it? I'm not kidding. That looks like a robot from the old Westworld. They don't post very often, so I'll subscribe. That's fine. Who's this? Hello. I used to subscribe to this guy a long time ago. He is a genius. He's an odd fella, but he's a nice guy. I used to subscribe to him. Anyway, where are we on the chat front? Electronoob, you've got to stop being kind to me. It's very, very kind. There's going to be no nipples in this video. There may well be a topless video at some point, but I'll have to go to the gym a lot first, and then I'll alienate half of my subscribers, I'm sure. Paul says, does anyone feel obliged to watch every single video they've ever subscribed to all the way to the end? I don't. I don't watch every single video I ever see. There are loads of Dave Jones's videos I don't watch because sometimes they just don't fall within the stuff that you're interested in at the time. Lots of Dave Jones's videos I haven't seen, and then when I do a Google search, find out that I'm interested in them. Julian's the same, actually. Sometimes his aren't something I'm interested in. There was a series he did on shifting stuff out, and it just didn't really interest me. I didn't follow along with it. But the other videos I really do. So sometimes it's not just the personality of the person you're watching; it's actually the content. So I do a really varied amount of content, different content. Sometimes it's like the 4000 series where it's all about a microchip, or sometimes it's the Arduino. So I don't really expect there to be repeat views on loads of stuff because I have really varied content. So I don't think you need to watch everything. You're fine not to. I'm just reading down the chat, sorry. There's someone I subscribe to actually that I want you all to, I think you all should watch. There's a dude called Adam Welch. He's a really nice guy. I think he's just started out, and so stuff's not quite so audience friendly, but he's really, really good. He subscribed to me, so I subscribed to him. But he does really fun stuff. Like, he's a nice guy, and I think you should watch it. It's really cool. Also, where is it? Corgitronics. He's pretty cool too. Oh God, where is that other guy as well? I have to go into my comments and find it. My channel, video manager. No, you might as well. You can see. We're just in a video manager, nothing incredible. Why is the Who Are You open? And Niagara Falls. And that guy. And that guy. And that guy. Who's that? Who the hell is that? Anyway, let's get rid of him. Community. Let's go down and find out. Somewhere here is a guy with an awesome YouTube channel. Oh, look, who it is, Steve there. Oh no, there it is. I just saw it. There we go. This dude, MaxInt R&D, he made this video here, which I really loved.
And current at 5 volts.
Where he, okay, let's just pause it for a second. He did this, so I've got a couple of these little resistive loads for USB supplies or whatever, and they're 1 to 2 amp resistive loads. And what he did was he changed it so that it would be 0.5 to 1 amp, which is great. I don't know, he's not, there we go.
Close the connection of the 2 resistors in series.
Basically genius, and I'm going to be doing that. I'm going to edit mine, so check him out if you can. Only because he deserves it. He just posted 2 really nice videos I think are worthy of merit, so I've subscribed and I think you should too. I mean, the thing is, with subscribing to people, if you don't like it, just unsubscribe. That's easy. So it doesn't really harm you, does it? You're already watching Adam. Other people watching Adam, are they? That's good. I'm glad. Adam's really nice. He seems like a nice guy. I'd love to chat to him for a bit, actually. We haven't made contact or anything. I've just been watching his channel, so I don't know if he's wants to chat to other YouTubers or not, but he seems like a nice guy. A Slack account. I don't know what that is really. Paul's planning on building a 40 centimeter something or other. Oh, Skullcom Electronics. Mate, that is basically, if there were, it's like when you meet someone who's really good at maths, right? And they blow your mind with the ability to just go, there's some maths, there's some maths, and there's some maths. He's like that. He like comes up with, and he's up there with the, he's always got the pointy stick. Come on, let me find something. There we go. USB soldering iron. It's like, this is where the that analog to digital converter is going to go, and this is where the operational amplifier is going to go. I'm making some stuff up now. And over here is where I've got the quantum differential comparator matrix up there. And I'm like, flip. I have no idea what you're saying, mate. You are a genius. He is a genius. So Skullcom Electronics, go to it. He's got so many cool tutorials. They're not even tutorials. Literally a walkthrough of step-by-step what you need to do. He creates fantastic videos. And it doesn't even require you to have any background knowledge most of the time. So, and not only does he create a tutorial, I mean, I've done tutorials in the past, and most of the people I know on YouTube have done tutorials, and we'll do, oh yeah, here's my breadboard full of shit. Like, sorry, I just swore again. So we're like, here's my breadboard full of stuff here. Plug this into this into this. But actually, he'll give you a circuit diagram. Not only will he give you a circuit diagram, he'll give you a box to put it in and a label for the front. He is that good. He is brilliant. I love him. Sorry, I got really animated there about, about that, didn't I? I apologise. Oh, Andreas. If anyone says Andreas again, I'm cutting off the chat. That is it. The guy with the Swiss accent. He's freaking brilliant, but I hear about him literally every other comment on my videos. Every other comment. Every other comment. If it's about the ESP826, someone goes, you should check out Andreas Spice's videos. Really? Should I? Yeah, I should. And honestly, yeah, I should. Like, his low power stuff is really great, but I want to figure out on my own sometimes, you know. He's so freaking intelligent that you're always living under his shadow. Ridiculous. He is very cool though. I like his mailbags quite a lot. He always does, do you know, he's much more thorough than I am. You know, Julian's a lot more thorough than I am. Usually I just like show you guys what I've got in the post. Are you off, Sasquatch? Are you gone? I should go really, God, freaking 2:30 in the morning. You know that, right? It's really early. Sorry, I pressed some buttons there. I wasn't sure what I was pressing. I thought it was to try and get rid of the other camera, this one. I thought I was trying to get rid of that, but no. I don't know what that one's called. I've called it something different. I was trying to undo, well, I was just trying to, I don't know how to get rid of that and make my camera the full size of the blooming screen. I don't know, let's give up on that. Anyway, it's 2:30. It is almost gone. We've drunk a lot. We've drunk like that much whiskey. I'm not even kidding. Electro Noob, are you going? You're not, right? Bug rats. I salute you, sir. Thank you very much for joining and for being a very kind man. You take care and come back again soon. I'll do another live stream. Well, me and Eric will do another live stream at some point, and I'll make sure we publicize it on both our channels, and hopefully we'll get some more people coming along. Fuck me, it's been 4 hours. Can you believe that? 4 hours. It's over now though, look at that. That's an overtime. All right. How do we make this end? I'm just going to say it's going to go right. Okay. Thank you very much for coming along. I love you all. I'm obviously a little bit tipsy, so maybe that doesn't hold as much weight as perhaps it might do otherwise. But thanks for coming, and I will hopefully, if I'm not too wrecked tomorrow, I'll be making that little watch kit or something else, and so I will speak to you all then. If not, it'll be Monday or Tuesday. Peace out all. What do I press? Stop streaming, that's the one. All right. Peace out.